Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Happy Sunday to everyone. I hope your day started up wonderfully and filled with a lot of good things. Let me know if you can hear me, please. Let me know, indicate if my audio is working. I hope it's working because I was having some issues again today. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Hope your Sunday has been fantastic. Hey, Marriott, how are you? You've been on my mind, though. How are you today? I hope you feel a lot better. Good to see you again, oh. Happy Sunday. I hope you feel better. Oh. You've been on my mind, though. I was thinking to myself, I hope she's feeling better. I hope she's feeling better and she's enjoying herself. Now, well done. Oh, happy Sunday to everybody, everybody. I'll get on camera really soon. I just want to wrap up some things here. Me, I'm hearing that what's his name? It's looking like it's Atiku that would oh, that's awesome. Oh, hey, how was your hike? I went hiking yesterday myself. I'm so used to it now. Before, when I used to hike, my muscles would be aching me. Eh? I'll be knocked out. But my body is so used to it now, eh? It's like next to nothing to me. But how was your hike? I love to hike. Man, that's my thing to do. I am very well. Thank you so much for asking, Miriam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Sunday. Dun, 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 dun. Happy Sunday. People will not dare tell me that I don't have voice. So me, I have voice. You never know. I feel blow now with my own music. I will just blow. Bam! Everybody go come dey say, that her music get rhythm, sha, you know. I know, man. Your knees, every joint. Eh? Tennis later, that's good though. I don't know that I play tennis, so that's good though. Now it is they call ping pong. Ping pong. Thank you, my sister. I say make I look presentable today, you know. Make I be like Omoluabi. Eh? Make I represent now my people. Make it not be like say I just, you know. So I say make I know I even shock. I not look mirror tire. I just do am. You know when you're Nigeria, when you the thing don't master you, you don't master you. No as e be now. Thank you. Man, that hike, for me, my joint, every joint in my body. Go be like say I take am na panel beat, I go panel beat my body. Every joint, my muscles, my heel, my everything considered as a joint on my body. To be as though I went and had somebody break them. Crap, crap, crap. And then the next day, usually I like to go hiking over the weekend so I can rest. My body can rest before the beginning of the week. But now, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hear that it's looking like his article that will now be that has presidential whatever in PDP, yeah, PDP also. Is it true? What about Peter Obi? I know he left. I think he joined another party called Labour Union. That's what I heard. Now, wow. Eh? Neka, yay! Happy Sunday. Oh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you dey? Yes, so Mokuna enter my people. I say make I gist with una small. We no go take today. Oh. I just make I do am because my heart just say, why don't you talk to your people? Wanna meet village meeting? No, so we don't turn to community people for here now. We now our compound we do, we are now village committee members. All of us don't become members of one village community. So now our village be this. Una welcome. Neka, how you dey now? How your kids? How's everyone? How's your family? Thank God. That's amazing. That's amazing. You and cool mama don't talk. Una don't negotiate how una go take meet. I like that. I like that connection. Oh, it is sweet. I'm telling you, community people. Village meeting. Make we come dey discuss wetin concern us now. How we go take move the community forward? How we go take better am? Okay. I sure say with time, Sha, una go talk. I'm sure, absolutely. That one a short thing. Go work. Like-minded people. It's not easy to find like-minded people though. When you see them like that, you grab your copy, as they say. Go grab them one time. So me I hear say Atiku, Ngbo, na true. You don't know, it be like say na him. My heart they beat. And again, I hear say Banky W be win not be Etiosa local government. I don't know whether a chairman or member of council, I don't know. How far they give him the position? Because I was hearing that they were saying that he should go and wait his turn or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. Ngbo na true. Now wow. Me, I don't even know why this Nigeria politics thing they concern. I don't know why they concern me. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like make I just tune out. Make I know even the hear wetin dey happen. Me they not try and me they let the boy. Maybe they say the young shall grow. The young are the leaders of tomorrow. Make they let him run now. Now he be the leader of tomorrow. Here he is today. He has shown he went, he did what he had to do, and he has won. So they should let him run. I beg. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what improvement he can make happen for everybody around him and his community. The boy is doing the right thing by influencing his community. If he does a great job, then he has a bright future ahead. So nobody should discourage him. All these old people, they should go and sit down in one corner. They have not done anything, no improvement under them. And then, by the way, I saw Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan was saying that, talking about how the election committee, how they do election is not right. He was talking something, big grammar. In my mind, I was like, when this guy was in a position to make change happen, why did he not put the necessary change in place? Why is he now talking about it and everybody seems to be clapping for him? Isn't that what he should have done while he was in a position to make the change? I wonder. I'm just curious. So, me, it's curiosity. I'm just asking questions. Saying our community, we have to talk about what affects our community small before we move forward. I just wondered. I'm like, why is this man talking about this? Was he not in a position to make those changes happen? Why didn't he do it in his time? Why didn't he bring about the change? Why didn't he not put the necessary things in place so that the election process is smooth and is democratic in its nature? As they say, it's a democracy. Why did he not, since he saw and he noticed that there was an error in the way it is structured, why did he not make the change when he had the position to make the change? Why is he now coming out now that he's outside of the whole process? He's now talking about, a few people, selecting a few people to win. I wish he had done that while he was in power. That's the reason why he was in a position of power. Why didn't he use his power correctly? Why is he now outside now trying to speak and say, hey, you people should change it? Is he not a Nigerian? Why did he not do it when he had the opportunity to? That's my question. These people are quick to come out and say, oh, we should have done this. I could be wrong, but anybody can correct me if I'm not saying it correctly. Maybe it's half truths, but I just feel concerned that he's now coming out and saying that they should make changes about the process of election in Nigeria and how they vote people in. That should listen to the people. It should be about the people. Why did he not put the necessary things in place when he was in a position of authority? Why did he make it happen? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I don't know. I'm not in politics in Nigeria. I'm just a concerned citizen from afar, wondering, okay, since you knew that the situation was as bad as it is, why did you not do something? Why talk now? What do you think of Atiku? Hey, wait, what do you guys think of Atiku? They are saying that maybe it's Atiku that will now take the key and run for presidency. Is it true? Do people think that is likely to be the case? Yeah. Anyway, now my one I talk. She concern with overload, but it concern us because now our community. We supposed to pass kola nut to this kind of thing. Everybody go bring kola nut and palm wine, but they pass around, they chew, they discuss the affairs of the community. So, by the way, there was an interesting debate that I happened to stumble up. Hey, Gina, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So there was this conversation or debate going on, and some people were saying that why is it that really it was actually a Ghanaian girl that was talking about it. She was saying that a lot of Ghanaians always want to do things the Oyibo way. They want to get married, they will call their traditional marriage introduction and call Oyibo marriage the real marriage. That they should start switching back, and that our traditional marriage is our traditional marriage, which is true. Because when you are married traditionally, you are recognized as married. It's not when you do the white wedding. So she was of the opinion that people should revert to being satisfied only with doing traditional marriage and sticking with it. Once you do traditional marriage, that's it. Your families, everybody's now no one knows that you are married. Why go and start doing white wedding? Because sometimes some of these people don't have the money to do both. So they end up in debt just trying to do wedding upon wedding. They will do introduction, do traditional in the case of Nigeria, and then do white wedding. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that is a pattern that should follow and continue like that in its fashion? Like, is it okay for people to have 3 levels of wedding, where you do the introduction and then you do traditional and then you do white wedding? Because back in the day, it's only one, no, right? In days of our ancestors, it's only one. Once the family know each other and they bring palm wine and kola nuts, that's it. You are married. Sometimes you don't even have to be there. You are in the city. They've already match made you people. You people will meet. They will just carry wine to each other. Groom will bring wine. Bring that seat. Exchange kola nuts. Introduce. Oh, you're my in-law. You're my okay. They pray for you people. That's it. So why has it changed over the years that people are now spending so much money in getting married? They put in they'll say, some people save up if they're that lucky. Some people take loans They will do engagement, do traditional, and then do white wedding. All of that costs money. And then on top of that, some people who have, those who have, who you thought you, who, Neka, who are you referring to? Some people who have money will invite a lot of musicians and everybody to come and komole and dance and all of that. What do you guys think of it? Do you think that, is this something that, I know that everybody has their own different opinion on the matter. So I'm interested, I'm curious, because it was a heated debate. I have my own thoughts. I have my own take on the matter that I figure, is the balanced way to go. But, I'm only one person. Everybody knows we think the same way. So, Mona, let me know your thoughts. I wait for your thoughts to come up. I don't want to be the only one talking today. You people should be flooding the comment section with your thoughts as well. Neka, yeah, not true. This is why I can't stop talking about it. You just summed it up. This is the reason why I can't stop talking about it. That's the truth. It's where I grew up. Really, my early days were in Nigeria. It's where I grew up. It's the culture that I know. It's the society I grew up in. I had teachers from all over Nigeria and even Ghana. I had Ghanaian teachers, and I even had one teacher from Liberia as well. So my growing up, I have fond memories of growing up in Nigeria. So this is why we cannot forget. This is why I can't forget. So this is why sometimes, even though it's not my intention to talk about it, I always allude to it because it bothers me. I just want things to work. I want things to work. Where is Marriott? Marriott, where are you? Are you sleeping? I know she said she's tired. She went hiking. It's not easy to go hiking, no. It's not beans. Hiking is not for the lily-livered. But once your body masters it, it will become like second nature to you. Oh, Marriott, you don't tire. I hope you carry ice put for the leg, make the leg for not paying you too much. Belle, not easy. And you have to, your hand, you need to do exercise for that hand before you warm up for that hand before you go play tennis. So, oh, okay, no wahala. Okay, greetings to your parents. So, greetings to daddy and mommy. Tell them we greet from village community. We greet, we send our greetings as community members. So Mona, let me know this marriage of 18. I don't know. For me personally, I feel say one don't do, because all the money when person they spend, is it not better for you to gather that money and use it to do something, as opposed to just spending it all on entertaining people that really have the time? They don't even care. They are not even interested. They are not that vested. You know what I mean? I mean, is it not better for you to use it to develop your own life? Hey, yeah, Daddy, hello. Daddy, thank you. Thank you for greeting us. We appreciate you. We love you, Daddy. In case Marriott did not say that before, we love you. Oh, not only Marriott love you. We said we love you, Daddy. So I don't know. I just feel like it better make people save money. You have to think about the future. With this habit of just using, I remember at some point a long time ago, one of my friends' younger brother was getting married, and he was going around asking people for money, for help for his wedding. Right? He was going around asking people that he wants to get married, people should come and donate. In my mind, I'm like, how can you be going around and you are the one that wants to get married? You are not going around asking people. That means you cannot afford to do the wedding, but you want to borrow from people in order to make the wedding big. Does it make any sense? Where did we even get this habit of wanting to outdo ourselves? Where it come from? Because in Nigeria, me, I know was not like that too. Thank Marriott. Your head did there, as always. Traditional, that's it. My own marriage, traditional. Bam. I see this white wedding, I don't send them. I don't send anybody message, to be honest. Traditional, me, my family, a few people, that's it. Everybody enter their house, the rest people can enter. Now here they go to here, okay, you're my okay, that's it. All that one you save money, you take and do after you don't do traditional finish. Imagine you can't go do, some people go do court wedding, they'll can't do church wedding, they'll can't do no before that, they'll do pre-wedding party, pre-engagement party. Isn't that too much money? Like, why are people not thinking about the future? You see where our problem be for Nigeria. When you think about the future, we always think about it now. You spend all that money for pre, and then the main thing. And then by the time you settle down, you're already stressed. There's a lot of debt around you. You have to pay off caterer. You have to pay off photographer. You have to pay off a fabric that you took for Ashwebi. You have to pay off this one, pay off that one. Then on top of that one, maybe you guys don't have a house, so you have to think about rent. You pay rent because, of course, all the money when you're supposed to put for down payment, you don't use on pay rent. Kojo now, who could think I'm on aware? Kojo. Anyway, that's my own take. I don't know. Everybody different. And I'm not saying people do when they get the money. If you have the money, please splurge. Anyway, you want to do it. If you want to do the one that they do in the moon, you want to anything, you want to have a big massive party, if you can afford it, there's no problem. Me, I'm just talking like generally this idea that I find that it seems like people are trying to compare and they want to outdo one another. So some group will rather they want to do a big party to impress, and then the other party wants to do past the one that did before to show that they don't know how to do party, but they themselves know how to do better than them. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's almost like the marriage. That's why it has become a business. You have wedding planners. Before, please, you they hear of wedding planner before. I never ever hear them before. Growing up, I never heard about wedding planners. This wedding planning of a thing is a modern thing where you get someone to come and take your hard-earned money and go and be buying things you did not send them to buy. Arrange. And I'm not saying that it's not a good profession for those people that can afford it. Please, by all means, do it. I'm not dissing anyone. I'm just being practical, because the reason why I'm saying it like this is because there are a lot of people in Nigeria that cannot afford it, but because they see that it's a norm, and everybody is like trying to outdo their neighbor. Na me better pass, na me do pass, na me no pass, right? They will go any extent, borrow money, whatever, just to, I have a distant relative that the guy na mechanic he learn. He won't marry. He said make they come donate money for him for introduction. Then for the introduction, the cloth when the wife go wear, he said make they come help and buy him. Man when won't marry you. Then apart from that, he say won't do church wedding. The cloth when want to do church wedding, now people, now family gather money, give up. This guy did 3 parties, a mechanic. Please help me ask, is it not better for him to have saved all that money, open his own workshop? Hopefully he knows the work well. Open his own workshop so that he'll be generating income. You'd have been able to buy 1 or 2 machines to be running cars through to see what is wrong with them so he can fix them. You understand? So the average person in Nigeria is always thinking in terms of splurging and how much money they're going to put towards their wedding. They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about, ensuring that their lives are comfortable enough to the point where they don't owe anybody. Because at the end of the day, after all that money is spent and after all the, pump and whistle and everything, you're going to be at home with just that person. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be mine. I mean, hey, well, the people that want, when you say go back, really, Waiting go back me. Backyard wedding is for low income people. I rather backyard wedding. But I'm not a low income earning person, right? So why do the standard? Now their standard, now the rich people standard be that. Does it have to be your standard? Does it have to be my standard? Even though you are not poor, you're not rich, does it have to be? It doesn't have to. I don't have to go with the standard of the rich. Hollywood people, they're in a private jet everywhere. You understand? They have access to high-end fashion, whatever. The different cars. Me, when I manage myself, I want to go be like them. There's no way I can do that now. Where I want to see money, I want to pay by higher private jet to be jetting all over the world. If that time comes, yes, but even at that time, you still weigh your option. I mean, that's me though. I don't know. Me, I rather do back here. I don't send anybody message because nobody's going to pay my bills. Nobody's going to come think about the future for me. You know? That's the mindset that needs to change, because at the end of the day, really, what are you trying to prove? You know what I mean? What are these people trying to prove? Who are you trying to outdo? Because all fingers are not equal. Someone is going to be better than one person, one way or the other. We're all not the same. You know, it's better to stick to what you know. White wedding is Oyibo people's traditional wedding. Hey, Esther, welcome. Thanks for joining us. You know, white wedding is Oyibo people's traditional wedding. Where have you ever seen a white person get married and say, oh, they want to go and do a traditional, they want to go and do another marriage from Africa? You know, they happen. That their traditional marriage be that. Now their traditional, so why will they embrace their own traditional wedding? Thank you very much, Esther. Yeah, I'm gonna like. Oh, I forget to say like. Wanna like. If you never subscribe, because subscribe. Oh. Why? Oyibo people, their white wedding is their traditional marriage. Once they do and finish, that's it. And for their white wedding, and the woman, then they carry the expenses of the wedding, the woman's side. Traditionally, our own different. Why don't we just stick with our own traditional? Because your marriage traditionally is the marriage they recognize anyway. Because white wedding, they realize in an imported lifestyle. You know, we need to stick with our own. Our parents that did traditional, their marriage lasted a lifetime. Yes, we can argue that did they really enjoy the marriage? There are people who enjoyed it, even though there are still people who, in matter of fact, it seems like their marriage then made more sense because they entered the marriage with a focus, raise family and take care of family. You understand? So exactly, that's the cocoa of the matter, Marriott. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of us are lost. We're all trying to mangle everything up. If we just stick with our own, we'll be better off. Our lifestyle. We lived a simpler lifestyle back in Africa. We did. We lived a simpler lifestyle. Nobody was pursuing another person. You do your own, everybody do their own. And there was a sense of sympathy and communal concern amongst everybody. Then, if you be small pikin, you dey grow up that time, your neighbor's eye is on you. If your neighbor see you outside, I remember one of my neighbors growing up, when I was coming back from the town, I was walking back home. There was a guy, back there, guys used to waylay you to toast you. They will waylay you for road, they'll be spinning, they'll be talking. They'll be speaking, I like you, they'll be writing you letters, all those kind of things, right? This guy stopped me and was talking to me, and I was listening. My neighbor saw me, drove, went to tell my parents at home. By the time I got home, my parents already knew what had transpired. When I got home, my mom sat me down. My parents said, hey, they said they saw you with a man. What were you discussing with the man? Who is this man? So it is man that the kind talk when I not do anything. No. My only offense be say they see me with man. Everybody's eye, everybody, your neighbors, your children were your neighbor's business. Neighbors will not see your children going bad and be quiet. After that, after I was chastised by my parents, when I eventually went to visit my friend whose mother saw me, the mama self called me, sit down, talk to me about man or no man. My ear full. I know there were no intentions, nothing, but the teaching I got from that woman that day. You say, if this happens again, I'm sorry, I will not let you be around my daughter. That's what the woman told me. Meanwhile, I didn't do anything. My point is that we have deviated from that. Everybody used to be our concern. We are the hospitality. If you say hospitality, put an African next to the definition in the dictionary. We open the door wide for foreigners to come in anyhow. They come in, they do what they like, they live lavish lives, they have house help, driver, gardener, everything. They even have their own schools. Nobody is even forcing them to engage with the community people. They can live in Nigeria and not become part of Nigeria. Do you understand? So there's something wrong with us. We need to unlearn these things and really see things for what they are. Let's see things for what they are. We're simpler people. We don't believe in outdoing each other. Now, back in the day, when somebody is very wealthy in the village, what did he used to do? He will come and help the people in the village. He used to come and help people in the village. He will go from be helping, because once one person is successful, he's supposed to help other people. But all that mindset is gone, because everybody is trying to. Capitalism does not work for an African. Africans, our mindset is not for capitalism. It's for helping each other rise. That's why storytelling under the tree that we used to do then, nobody paid for it. An older person will sit down and every other person will sit around and they'll be telling stories, and they used to talk in parables, and they will teach you those parables, and they will tell you stories that will help you better understand life. Those things were never written down because they're knowledge that were passed down from generation to generation. That's why we didn't have a writing, because we don't believe in documenting. We believe in passing down our information to our children and everyone around us. We don't charge for knowledge. We need to start on learning this mindset. Yeah, we used to be one with nature. We are still one with nature. Exactly. We're still one in nature, because I tell you a story. My grandmother, then we used to go to the farm with her, right? Anytime my parents dropped us off with my grandmother in the village, and we'll be wake up early in the morning and go to the farm with her. On our way, before we leave the farm, my grandmother would look up in the sky and say, hey, the time is 3 o'clock. Look, your time is exactly 3 o'clock. Sometimes my grandmother, if he sit down, he go just sit down like this. He go just say, I need to go visit that my pikin. My body, they do me one kind. I don't know as my body, I need to go visit my pikin. And when she will go, truly, she will get there and find out that something was wrong with that child. And that's the reason why she was craving to see that child. As mothers, a lot of African mothers still have it. We're still one in nature, because that's how God created us. We're connected to Him. We don't need outside influence to really know that we are connected, because that's who we are as a people. As a people, we are already inside of us. God already, the nature, everything. We used to understand nature. There are times that when I'm walking, there was a time when I'll be in my grandmother's house, maybe we're going to the farm or anything, you see tall trees on each side, forest here, forest there, and everything. You can hear the tiniest voice, the whistling of the singing of the birds. You can feel everything. There was an alertness about being in nature. That's why for me, I love hiking, because it reminds me of my childhood a lot. It reminds me of being in that environment. Nature is everything to me. So we need to start unlearning this mindset. It's detrimental to us as a people. It is affecting us terribly. Embrace your own. Unlearn the things that are not working. Modernization. Unlearn it. Happy Sunday, Gina. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us. Unlearn these things so that we can be better off for each other. We can better serve each other. We can better see. When I first came to America, it was mostly Africans. I met Sierra Leoneans, Cameroonians, Zambians. I have a best friend that's from Zambia. People from Algeria, from all these African little places around Africa that I met. They were the most helpful, opened up their doors. Hey, Diana, welcome. Welcome. Please like this video and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you very much for joining me. They were the ones that were around me that helped me understand a lot of things. They were the ones that even when I didn't have anything, they'll bring food. They'll supply you with food, encourage you, talk to you, and all of that. We're like that as a people naturally. Let's not forget who we are. Let's start to unlearn some of these things because it's affecting us. It's not doing us any good. It's not making us better as a people. It's making us deteriorate as a people. Because what is happening is that there's a lot of self-hatred. We don't like each other. We don't appreciate each other. We're trying to outdo each other. Competition was not an issue for us in Africa. Let's go back and learn our history. We're not competing with each other. If one person get rice, another person get beans, we go share wetin we get. You go give me some of your rice, I go give you some of your beans. My dad had a yam farm, right? Had yam farm, cassava farm, right? Every year we used to have good harvest, great harvest. My dad used to have loads of yam and cassava, and he had a barn, yam barn and cassava barn. It was full. When it's harvest time, most of those harvest produce that our land produces, my dad was, when it's harvest, now so he go to share this one for this person, this one for this person, neighbors, relatives, friends. Now so those ones go get harvest too, because there are people who had rice farm. When they harvest rice, they'll bring a bag of rice for us. The ones when they get palm oil, palm trees, then they harvest their oil, get oil, they'll bring a gallon of oil unpaid. They'll bring it for us. Because why? When my papa harvest yam, cassava, na so he go distribute. And then melon, egusi. We used to plant when we used to have a lot of good harvest for melon. Now so when we don't process the melon, clean them and everything, now so we dey share them out to people. Now so when those other people too get their own harvest, they go share them with us. We go free. We'll get gallon of oil for house. We go get bag of rice. All this of father rice when we dey talk. So don't tell me don't dey chop of father rice. Not be today. I don't know when it become a delicacy. Then it was not delicacy. Now people when farmers now they chop of father rice that time with crayfish and the bonga fish and the rest of them. What did exactly, Gina? Thank you very much. Exactly, the audacity. Honestly. Thank you very much, Diane. I really appreciate that. Exactly. No, we have to remind ourselves. So, Esther, we need to remind ourselves because we are forgetful. We're forgetting. We're forgetting the essence of who we are. We are forgetting the kindness that we showed each other once before. Let's remind ourselves of it. We're people that are of nature. We're people who are true to each other. We should value one another. All this disunity and hatred amongst us, it should not be heard amongst us. We should not there are certain things that are foreign that do not work for the mindset of an African. No matter how hard they try to drum it down, it will never work. Because that's, you know why? It is not us as a, that's why things are not working in Africa. Because we have deviated completely. There should be no competition amongst us. None whatsoever. Each one help one. When I was young, that is what I saw, even with my dad. He will go, my dad used to hunt as a hobby on the side. When he goes hunting with his friends, when they kill game and bring it home, we clean it. The game sometimes is antelope, huge antelope, right? We process it. He will cut up some, give to friends. That's how they used to do it. When those ones too go hunting, because they're all hunting bodies and they split up. Sometimes these ones will go, sometimes the other ones will go. When they come back, when any game they bring home, they will remember their friends. And I mean, come on. We're still, my dad didn't have a lot of money, but we were wealthy in food. We were not hungry people. Food, brekete for house. Anything you like, you choose to eat. Half, we were 7 in my family. Maybe 2 of them go say, no, we want to eat roasted yam. And palm oil with pepper and all. Some of us go say, no, we want to eat corn, okwoka. What they call okwoka? Corn meal, abi, no, what do they call them for here? Corn bread. Some of us go make cornbread for ourselves. Not the way they do it for you, but now no it and mean. Or some of us will say, no, now plantain food they want. Osisinakpo. That's what they call it where I come from. They go collect plantain, do what you want to do with the plantain. Some of people go say, no, now local rice they want chop. They go do their rice with crayfish. You know, do the thing up, man. Thing go they send for your nose. Like we get 3 types of 4 people go there kitchen at the same time they cook. And we had a big backyard. So we had everybody go get firewood when they cook your own food. It was fun for me growing up. Oh. We didn't have plenty money, but there was so much joy and peace in my home. There was food, man, repete. I had cousins that were going to school. They would first come to our home before going to school because they were sure, guaranteed that there'll be food. That's why they collect their food before going to college. I'm telling you, Marriott, honestly, this is it. We all have to be teaching one another. Small one me I know is what I'm giving you people now. The small one because I grew up on these values. And I'm grateful. I look back and I'm so grateful that I did. Because back then, going to the farm, it wasn't fun as children. You wake up in the morning, you have to go to the farm. Oh my God. We used to grumble as kids going to the farm. Where people were going on holidays, we were spending our holidays in the farm, man. People will come back, oh, I went here, I went there. We don't go nowhere. On our farm, we take do our holiday. Back then, we used to be laughed at. My friends used to laugh at me. Neighbors used to laugh at us. How these people now so farm? Sometimes we are trekking to the farm and they are driving past us in cars. They used to laugh at us, man. Now, when I look back and I reflect, I'm so grateful for that upbringing. I'm telling you, I am so grounded. That's one of the reasons why I'm so grounded, man. There's nothing you can give me or push on me that will, if he does not agree with me, I'm not accepting it. You know, we need to learn these things. We're great people. We are. And we have the potential. The potential is within us. Exactly. Mario, thank you very much. Those are the best. Growing up with your grandma, because I grew up, sometimes we used to spend holidays with my grandma, and then sometimes my grandma will come to us. I'm telling you, you see this colonoscopy that they give people, colonoscopy, we did it as children. When my grandmother shows up in the house, or we go and visit, that's the first, because my grandmother was an old matron in her village. She used to help deliver women when they were pregnant. And then every illness that had to do with woman, fibroids, endometriosis, all those things. She had different leaves that she used to do. I was asking my mother one time, hey, Bio for Presido. Bio don't land. Oh yeah, Mona clap for Bio. Bio for President. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. Yes, so yeah. Yeah, Ducky. Obodo Ibo Ducky. Hey, Temi T. Yes, so you made it live. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Temi T. Oh my God. Thanks to all of you. So good to see you. You know, we can't forget where we come from. We can't forget our culture. That's who we are as a people. That's the essence of who we are. We have to remember that. We cannot be anything but ourselves. We have deviated, but we can unlearn. We can learn who we are and then begin to embrace the core of who we are as a people. We cannot allow the fact that, oh, you know, we are now living in this modern world, because what has it done for us? Let's think about it for a minute. What has the modern way done for us? I'm not saying there are no good sides, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there have not been things that has helped us and we are not, you know, we haven't done. I know, Marriott, it looks like it's the deal, my sister. Bio, Temiti, Diana, all of them, all they show up. Marriott, everybody just neck. I'm so excited. Thank you. You know, we cannot deviate. There are good things. There are great things about the modern life. Let's not forget that. See the good about modern. Let's take that. Let's take the good. Let's take the good. Let's add it to our core values as Africans. Let's add it. Let's not forget who we are. I grew up and I because of my upbringing, I appreciate nature. There are certain things that come naturally to me that people would think is out of this world, but it is something that is so natural because I grew up on the farm. I know how to plant my own food. I know how to grow my own food. I know how to, harvest my own food. They're talking about, oh, food shortage here. Food. I get bitter leaf plants. I get bitter leaf. I get mint leaf because it's close to that leaf, Saint leaf in Nigeria. I have it in my balcony, in my patio, growing. I don't have any problem. They say no food. I plant my food. Give me the seeds. I plant it. When I called Nigeria last time, I was asking them to please send me some seeds that I want to plant. I'm telling you, we need to learn our history to have a better understanding of who we are. If we are the future of Africa, shouldn't we be doing the work and, moving other people in that direction as well? We will not all agree on everything. We will not. It's a fact. Yay! Bridget in the house. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you, guys. Let's encourage that. Let's show that, let's learn our history and have a better understanding of ourselves. Even if you don't know, you can learn. That's the beauty about life. You can learn these things. Even if you don't know how it was done, you can learn. If the people that were stolen from Africa came here, are still able to trace their origin to somewhat an area where they come from and are hungry for it and make the attempts to go there, then we as the African people, we don't have any excuse, because at least there's a link. You can find out. You can say, okay, this is it. What's the history of this area? Me, I learned the history of Emota in school. I learned the history of Oba of Benin in school. I learned the Oba had so many children that branched off and became Esan. Do you understand? Understand where you're from. Understand how your people are, because when you understand how your people are, you will understand your own characteristics as a person. I understand my attributes and character as a person because I understand my history. I know that I'm from the Benin Kingdom as a whole. We're all part of the Esa, all of the all wrapped inside. Even Igbo, some parts of Igbo is part of the Benin too, because the Benin, is spread. It was a huge kingdom. Eh? I know St. Liv, in fact, is Temiti. I don't know. I told my sister to send me the seeds for St. Liv. That's what I'm waiting for. I have the mint, but now it's typical. But I need the St. Liv. That St. Liv is different. We use it for pepper soup. Oh my, chow. Don't remind me. You use it for pepper soup, St. Liv for pepper soup, or you use it for porridge or more. It's on another level entirely. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like as a people, we have the opportunity. We are opportune to see both sides of the world. Some of us are well-traveled. Some of us have seen it all, right? We can compare. I'm not saying embrace everything, because of course we all know that there's something wrong. There are things that are wrong with our culture that we need to fix. Those things can be fixed. Those are things that we can fix, right? But the ones that are innate, the ones that are good about us, let's embrace it. Let's embrace it and encourage each other. If you see someone who has African heritage in them, embrace them. If you have time, talk about your history, talk about yourselves. It's all part of identifying who you are. We see Africa we have so much potential in Africa. It's not even funny. The potential we have in Africa is limitless. Limitless. We can't fix all the problems. We cannot. Everybody has an area where they have a solution to provide. So find your area where you can provide solution and work on it. Do you understand? And run with that. Me, I have my own area. You have your own. Everybody going to do what they're supposed to do. All this whole habit of wanting to outdo each other, and me better pass, now you better pass, it all stems from greed. Where it come from? As Africans, we're not those people. We not be like that. Where we learn now. Wherever we learn now, make we unlearn now. Some of those people won't be like that. That's why we had the Obas, the powerful Obas knew how to suppress those people. They knew how to put those types of people in check. But now the world is everywhere. One person won't milk everybody, collect everybody property, add join in own, render everybody homeless, render them empty. Take the small money when they get, squeeze them until there's no life in them. You understand what I'm saying? So I personally, I feel like if you want to do marriage, for instance, now marriage issue, now you carry us reach here. Do the one your pocket rich, not do pass yourself. Do the one your pocket rich. Oh, remember, say Oyibo wedding na their traditional marriage. That I never see. If anybody know and you don't see, make it tell me. I never see where Oyibo man do his own wedding finish, come say an African wedding. Now he want to do. He call am his own traditional, come say he want do another person own join am. Me, I never see. So if una don't see, make una tell me, una let me know. I stand to be corrected. I don't know everything finish. So I won't make we dey use sense for everything we do. Now sense, now person they live this life. As your pocket reach, do one like that. No go put gbese for your head because you're trying to impress somebody. When no send you, when no care about you. Anyway, all they care about now to come chop jollof rice and pomo and shaki. Eat your pounded yam. Buy you plastic packer. When they say they sweep for us, when they say they pack dirty, buy them for you, waka comot. When no pass $2. The money when you want to do big wedding, impress everybody, gather all that money, take and do something for your future. take and do something for you. If you not get what you want, take the money, do. Put on somewhere where you go, they yield interest for you. Or save them. If you don't want to invest them, save them. Make it there. Because all this I want to outdo. Now they put us for trouble most times. Everybody want to pass a neighbor. Everybody I better pass my neighbor all over the place. To what gain now? Where you don't carry us rich. If to say that attitude, they help us be better. I for say let's continue to do it, but it does not help us. It doesn't help us get better. It is making it worse. Look at the state of Nigeria today. You believe that the Nigeria when you take go? Marriott, you're on another thing. He said, I am charging those. Who sent you to St. Lucia? Must they go? The guests, must they go? If you invite me for your wedding, if I not come out, you say Marriott. How many times I call you? 3 times, Marriott. I will send you a gift. See that money when I suppose you stay do St. Lucia? I go cut them into 3 places. Use and buy you correct gift. Oh, I send you the cash. You go choose, no. Yeah? Unless I decide, okay, I want to vacation. I go vacation, right? I'll go do vacation, then I'll come branch your wedding in my sun-tanned look, with my gele. The gele, when I go tie that, they go high past this one. I go say off for Marriott. Different. Let me say you come invite me. St. Lucia Bawo, I'll come pay how much money on top, say this thing. I beg. Oh, okay. Okay. St. Lucia is for you and the husband. Hey, I for say whether you want to invite us, I go tell you, I wish you all the best. Oh, really? Wow. Your brother-in-law's wife is from St. Lucia. Okay, that's nice. That's fantastic. Maybe they use sense, do things. Do your way, do the small if you do. Some people, when they get the money, you can splurge. Some people, they go do traditional, they go do introduction. They go do pre-introduction party, do the introduction. Then come do traditional wedding, come do the traditional. That's 4 parties already. Then they'll come do pre-white wedding party, bachelorette, or whatever, Abbey, island vibes. Then they'll come do church wedding. 6. How much money be that? If you calculate all of them, if you say, okay, make you calculate how much you spend for each. Some people do when they get the money. If not that one, make they carry go. You understand? And the way Nigeria been, everybody they do Asoebi. Asoebi when we say now Yoruba people now bring up. Everybody for Nigeria won't take. Oh, yeah. Love bomb, no worry. Who know when na St. Lucia you go kuku marry? So you they put St. Lucia. You are calling the man forth. St. Lucia man for your show now, sharp looking, everything that you want. Yeah, you understand? Money, money is too plenty now. Exactly. If your money is plenty, no problem. You can spend the money and do it. No, then nothing do you in that case. Do as you please, splurge as you want, enjoy your life. If you have the money, if you have the means. But don't try and be like those who have the means. And be wise. You have to be wise. You have to be wise. Maybe I'll gist us about this love bomb. Be like say the G sweet. Make I pause first. Gist us this love bomb story. We want to hear it. So the man was love bombing you. Not true. You not love bomb and back. Marriott. But love bomb am. If they love bomb, you yourself go love. Now God then a safe person these days. All these people, I go love. Oh my God. one has to be careful, man. There's so many people professing love, but their love is empty, as in they don't have anything to offer. They just, oh, I love you, I just saw you, I can't sleep without you. You don't even know me, man. You don't know if I go turn to we say you call that movie for Nigeria. That's a scary movie. I forget what it's called now. You don't know whether I'll be willy willy. Me don't know that you be willy willy. You just wake up, you just say you love person, you not feel sleep, you not feel eat. Which kind of love be that one? Somebody you don't know, you just meet them today, tomorrow you're in love. In come bell. Now God now go save us. So. I'm telling you, some people will borrow money. They go borrow money, they go enter gbese. Let me give you people correct gist. So while I was in Nigeria, right, there was the place I was working, there was this guy. The guy was getting married apparently. The woman he was getting married to was making a lot of demands. The woman wanted her wedding gown from England and a particular shop in England. This guy could barely afford it. He had to pay, the girl demanded that she would have to be the one to go and shop for her wedding gown. The man had to cough out the money for her trip. First of all, help her get her visa, coughed out the money for her trip. She went to England. She stayed for like 2 weeks or so. That's money. Oh. I don't know if they have relatives in England or not. Okay, as I'm assuming they have relatives and she had somewhere free to stay. But if she did not have anywhere free to stay, you people should calculate that cost. She went shopping, she bought the wedding gown. Guess what? She buy the wedding gown, the shoe, everything come back. Wedding gown did not fit when she was trying it. She had to take it in. More than the year story. Then, come to find out, he took a loan for the wedding from a bank. He took a loan for the wedding, for the traditional and the white wedding. The girl's family placed a demand on him, like you have to bring so and so amount. Yeah, cool mama is here. Yeah, my Texas people, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, so he paid. He had to cough out the money, millions. They got married. The place he was living, the girl said she didn't want it. She didn't like that place. He had to look for, the girl said she preferred to stay on the island. This man had to, then I think Lekki phase 1 was still coming up. It was still coming up gradually. The girl insisted that that is that area she wanted to stay in. This girl had to not be buy house, so rent a very nice area in that Lekki phase 1. They now moved. Gbese was on top of this man's head. At the end of the day, do you know what ended up happening? The guy defrauded some people to on top of borrowing money from the bank, defrauded people, borrowed money from people claiming he was going to pay them back, never paid back. The guy ended up getting fired from his job, lost everything. Was it necessary? Now, the question is, did the girl love him? Clearly, she did not. Because anyone who's going to let you waste your resources like that, when you have a whole life ahead of you to build, is problematic as far as I'm concerned. Someone who's not coming in to manage what you have, to help you grow and improve what you have, is a problem. He was so charming. Yeah. Hell. Wow. Hey, group of companies. Oh, Marriott, I can understand. You fell in love. Oh, now so he was selling you dreams while trying to count your coins and while land Yoruba. Oh my God, Marriott, your mouth there. He said, Island Yoruba. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Yeah, group of, when someone starts to brag about the things that they have and the things that's a huge red flag. Person when get no they brag. That's a fact. People when get, they know they brag. They know they talk. They don't. You just see things happening around them. You just see. Now you go use your own eyes see. They don't need to brag. They don't need to talk. So when somebody starts bragging like that and telling you that, oh, they are in the midst of trying to, they're in the process of trying to get this and that, you understand? Psh, forget. The guy is just, like you said, he was just buttering you up. But I'm glad you did not fall for it too. You have to thank God for that. You have to really thank God for that you didn't fall for it, because not everybody. Shebi, you watch, I'm sure you guys saw that movie on Netflix. 72 hours and you block, that is it. I'm telling you, sharply. Because when they start bragging like that, you already know they don't have anything. It's just empty talk. That's all they have. There's no action behind it. Because someone who really has will not say anything. He won't say much. You will actually see it in his actions. He won't need to tell you, you'll be seeing it for yourself. But most of these people, when they start to brag about what they have and what they don't have, just forget it, man. It's a waste of time, because there are a lot of them out there that are like that. Unfortunately, there are lots of them. So my sister, that's what we all have to look out for. Those of us that are not yet married, we have to shine our eye. No time to waste. I beg. The Tinder swindler. I know as he take capture all those girls. I no lie to now. I know as those girls take for the man hand. I don't know. I really don't understand. Because when it comes to my money, Omo, I dey shine eye. There's no amount of sweet talk that will make me part with my money. I can give you small. Say, okay, maybe we want to go and eat or something. Or say I go up with that kind of Congo collect loan join. Kojo. So for me, I don't understand that thing. That swindler, it was just like, really? Are you serious? Seriously? How can somebody just clearly open their eyes and tell you they are all of a sudden they are in danger? They are pursuing them. Who are they? Their life is at risk. Why not call the police? Call the police now. Call FBI. We will not call me. Do you understand? They're telling you, oh, if they don't pay the money, this will happen. Yeah, they usually use marriage money. Yep. Yes. I'm telling you, my sister. I'm telling you. I don't need to be Jebu. My money, I know they take and play. I will not. I refuse. Once you start to, first of all, I don't know you like that. You're already saying that you're in trouble. You're already telling me that they're after your life. I will say, since when did they start being after your life? Oh? Because only started talking to you a month ago. So when did you have all these in-laws before? I'll be asking you questions. I said, have you called the police? Have you contacted FBI? What is my own inside? I think you should contact FBI, because they are the only ones that can solve this problem. Oh. How much money do I have that I will use to solve your problem? When you have solved it, you come back, we continue our love. Oh. I'm telling you, if that is the case, these people, they will tell you all kinds of things just to get what they want. And there are a lot of, unfortunately, on both sides, man and woman, there are people that are looking to swindle. They're just looking to swindle each other. The men want to swindle. Some of these men are out to swindle women, because there's this idea that women are lonely, and vulnerable. So they would tap into that vulnerability of women. That's why desperation is not good. Remove desperation from the table. Please, I beg you. No matter how bad you want it, be feeling that way inside you. Don't let it come out. It's not even good to have it inside you, not to talk of. Because if you have it inside you, one way or the other, unconsciously, it will come out. Right? So remove desperation. Don't ever be desperate for anything. I don't care what it is. Because when you become desperate, you'll be blind. If somebody comes and tells you, I love you, fall, brigade, you just fall like this, yakata. Do you understand? Because your heart is already starving. You've already starved. You've programmed your heart to starve for it. So when it comes, even if the person offers you ice cream, you will think it's love. No. The person might just be a nice person, might just be a nice guy that just wants to help you. There are people like that. There are guys that are just nice. They don't want anything. They're just kind. They're just generous. They don't want anything from you. So if your mind is not secure, you're not confident in yourself enough. If you see someone who's just a little bit nice to you, you would think it's love. And it's not love. It's not love. They're just trying to take advantage of you. You know? So anything that has to do with money, you are trying to marriage. Then the other thing is, they'll come because they see that you don't have a ring on your finger. They're already saying, "No, if all goes well, we'll be married." I don't know you. You don't know me. I can be your friend. I'm a good. I try to be a good person. I try to be kind to everyone. But you can't just meet me and say you want to marry me. You don't know me like that. What do you know about marriage? What does marriage mean to you? So those are the things that they used to capture women because they feel say now that woman they look for. You understand? Oh, Marriott, now your village person, Temiti. Now so now, eh? Now so Marriott grew up with his grandmama, so her sense, not be here. Her sense, ancient, those ancient wisdom. Now Marriott get to. Marriott, they make me laugh for you. I'm telling you, a lot of fake lovers, fake. All they want is what they want. And if you make it easy for them, they will wreck. They can wreck you emotionally, and then you'll be blinded. You can't see. You understand? Yeah, Gina, he worked on their weaknesses. And the reason why he was able to work on their weaknesses is because they made themselves, they were desperately looking for that love. I don't know their names again. I don't remember their names, but the one that he took money from the most, that girl she had been on the app for how many years? What are you doing on an app for that long? Me, I don't believe in those apps anyway, but what are you doing on an app for that long? She's desperately looking. You cannot see, nothing good comes out of desperation. One of the things that don't come out well is what she experienced. You will just meet swindlers, people that will promise you, castles in the air or make believe. Because you become vulnerable, you are now prey. And there are people out there, men and women, that can sense these things. They can sense it. Look at Johnny Depp and what's her name? Amber Heard, man. I have to refer to it because clearly that woman did certain things. My question is, why would you want to be in someone's life if you don't really love them? Clearly, she wanted to be with that man because of the fame and the connection she will get from it. You understand? That's just wickedness as far as I'm concerned. She damaged that man for years. That man could not get work. That is wrong in every way. No human being should treat another human being like that. And he on his own part, he not gets intuition, not kicking. When your children say, I don't want to come around this woman, you still follow, enter, carry head, enter. People know they pay attention to their intuition. If your intuition not the people when they're around you, they point you, but they know we won't hear. God waiting they want. Nowadays, you have to shine your eye. You really need to shine your eye. You cannot just be walking around here blindly and thinking, oh, he loves me. I like the way he looks at me. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's juicy. Forget all that one, not the work. Who is he as a person inside? That's what matters. What kind of person is he? Is he loyal? Is he able to commit? As a man, you're also asking that question. What kind of woman is she? A loyal type of woman? Is she the type of person that appreciates what commitment and loyalty is? What is she up to? What is she doing? What does she want for her life? What's she doing for her life? You have to ask those questions. If you don't ask those questions, all you find is you end up with the wrong person. It's okay to desire what you desire. I personally want to be married. I want to have a home. I want to have a family, God willing, and all of that. But I'm not desperate. If it happens, wonderful. If it doesn't happen, I am okay. I will live. I will me. I will be traveling up and down the place. I'm not gonna see me for they do life again. That's it. Now this whole pandemic thing, I hold me down. I don't send anybody. I just dey live my life because my peace is paramount. Anything that comes to just dabbling with my peace, I'm out. I don't want headache. I don't like arguing, you know. I don't, you know. And then you know, if you know who you are as a person, if you understand who you are as a person, right? It's very it will save you. Live from the beach every once in a while. You know what I mean? I will be by the beach and I'll say, I'm at the beach in Jamaica, but I just wanted to check in on you guys for like half an hour. That's why I'm going to talk to now. I'm sorry. My shakara level will change. I will say, I'm going to sip pina colada with some alcohol inside. And I'm going to talk to now. I'm going to say, I hope say, una do all right. Everything. My Yoruba accent good. I go form. I go use the form for all of una. You say, I hope say all of una they do well and everything they okay with you all. And I hope say Nigeria they okay and them vote and they vote the right president in and life done the better for the people because you know the headache. I've been so out of touch with the whole drama going on in Nigeria. So guys, forgive me. But if anybody knows what's happening, they can let me know. And then if I drop any information, I'll say, oh my God, oh my goodness. What are you guys doing about it? I go change level for now. All of now. I'm telling you, Kimberly. Oh shit, Temiti with Kimberly Kardashian. Amy straight up. Marty wo. Marty ma sọ òyìnbó bad in. Kí lẹ̀ ń sọ? Kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń bá yín ṣe. Èmi. Màá kàn change ẹ̀ ni. Màá ní, oh, Tammy, hi, Tammy T. Oh, hi. Oh my God. I'm so glad you made it to my life. How y'all doing? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was almost choking on my pina colada. Yeah. I have a spa appointment later on today, guys. Oh my God. If any of you find yourself on this island, oh my goodness. I have amazing tips for you guys. I'm going to advert. I'm going to do advert for people. Not be all this one when they do. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. Oh, enjoy your life. There's nothing in this life person they kill itself over. Nothing for this life. I'm telling you, babe. Nothing for this life worth stressing over. If you are in a marriage and you are happy, please enjoy every moment of it. God did jealously. Enjoy yourself, man. If you're not married, enjoy yourself. Enjoyment is not one for one person. Enjoyment does not have, you are only enjoying when you're married. Or because not only marriage, now they day Nigerians head, pass. Marriage is priority, even past God, love of God for Nigeria. So me, I just they talk as I see. As I dey here, so I don't think whether I'm married or not they marry. They cross my mind like that. I get many things when I do. I get things when they plan to do for my life to move myself forward. So I know they get that they sit down, they think. Nigerian mindset, now lay down one that they think. Friend when I never hear from for like 10 years, 20 years. If you call me, first when they ask me, now are you married? How are your children? They go, you start ask you, how is your husband? How is your children? When you come and they say, I'm not yet married, I don't have children, no. Eh? They'll say, yeah, as if not sickness. As if not sickness, they'll say, yeah, don't worry, it is well. your own will find you. As you not ask them for prayer, they will pray for you. Eh? If anybody don't receive that kind, make you hands up, hands in the air. Me, I didn't get that kind. Sometimes one call from nowhere will just come and bam. Sing Marriott, in fact, that your grandmama when you grew up with, ancient wisdom, now it drop inside your brain. I'm telling you, I have friends then, back then I used to have friends, they could not do anything for themselves. They couldn't. Travel, when I'll be traveling, I'm going to one country or the other, they'll say, how are you doing it? That they've never traveled by themselves. So it kind of feels odd for them. They're frightened to go on trips on their own, frightened to travel on their own, frightened to go to restaurants on their own, sit down and have dinner, frightened. I'm telling you, it was crazy to me. Yeah, common sense sisters in the house. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Now do well. Now life yesterday I was watching, but I was multitasking. But man, when I dropped some gems for that life, man. But at the end of the day, I hope that you guys got the message I sent, because I didn't realize the life was ending. I was still like inching forward. That life was very, very enlightening. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. You guys, no dulling, eh? No dulling with you guys. Exactly, cool mama. Exactly. You know, big party, go out with hobby, have fun without your kids, have fun. That's what life is all about. You understand? Timothy, I've got a divorce and just got together with Azim. Yes, exactly. That's what it's supposed to be. You understand? That's what it's supposed to be. This life now for enjoying. It's not for suffering, not for body pain. Now we they impose pain on ourselves because of what we think, say, hey, we're supposed to. Do you understand? Or waiting society or your family or your friends don't tell you, say, you supposed don't arrive for this level now. You supposed don't reach this angle. That we now we they put that pressure on ourselves. But so much, just like Maria said earlier, there's so much you can do as a single individual, because you don't have to take permission. You don't have to seek someone's, you don't have to say, hey, by the way, I need to go and do this. You can just get up and go. This is the time to build your purpose, to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Because you don't know where life is going to take you. You don't. You understand? So instead of people focusing on that, especially Nigerians, they are so, their mindset is just so all about marriage that no matter, they can't even think about anything fruitful. There's no vision, because all they can think about is, oh, I have to be married. I have to. They will take any human being from anywhere. And then they will now be dealing with issues that they did not anticipate, because you ended up just being desperate and fell into the wrong hands. And fell into the wrong hands. That's what's happening to a lot of Nigerian girls. A lot of them. All this one with they talk, oh, this one take this one husband, this one. That desperation. The mindset, the mentality, they themselves don't feel think outside of the box. They have been put in that box and they don't feel like they can break out of it and actually do something with their lives and see beyond what their current situation is. That's why you see that there's a lot of taking someone's husband or not taking someone's husband. I'm telling you, if that they think correctly, to say that they think forward, right? Life will take you to places that you never imagined you will be in. Life will connect you with people that you never thought you'd be connected to. You never imagined. This life is so big. It's bigger than Nigeria. It's bigger than the small boxes that we try to carve for ourselves. It's much bigger than that. Water person go drink, no, they ever pass on by. Anywhere you go in this world, there's a river. And wherever you find it, it's always flowing. It does not stop for anyone. Just like the clock does not stop for anyone. So if you're stopping and you're saying, oh, you want to stop your life just because one particular thing has not happened in your life, Exactly. Not all men know. Most Nigerian men don't know how to travel. They don't know how to enjoy themselves. Most Nigerian men don't know how to enjoy themselves. What a lot of Nigerian men call enjoyment sometimes is just having numerous girls, drinking beer parlor, and drinking, inviting friends, talking about rubbish. It's not as if they're talking about vision things. So it's not about they're thinking about how to make the society better, how they can create jobs for people, how they can come up with employment solutions. No, they're just talking mediocre things. I'm not saying all Nigerian men know. I'm saying most of them. And I only speak about Nigerian men because that is where I'm from. I don't want to generalize across Africa because I'm not from every other African society. I'm from Nigeria. So if they channel their energy correctly, they will not have time to be having side chick. That's just a fact. They won't have time. With the problem that we have in Nigeria, if most of these men were coming together and saying this has to change, you're having silos of men having conversations with a vision to move the society forward. Where is the time to think about another woman? There'll be no time. There'll be no time. Chase the bag, man. Chase the degree, skills. Why you're catering for kids and attending to husband. Because when you get married, you get concerned with the consent of your partners. Your partner comes first. Your partner. Thank you very much, Bridget. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you. You know, then you become is your partner that you're concerned about, your children that you're concerned about. You know, you won't have time for yourself. You become last. So why you have the time now to be single and achieve amazing things so that you even put yourself in a position where if you're in a marriage, right, no matter what happens, you can still stand as a kingdom by itself because you have prepared yourself. You are ready for anything that comes. Eh? And then you see some Nigerian men, instead of them to marry correctly, marry someone that will challenge you, someone that will draw out the best in you. What do? They will rather go and marry someone that they can have absolute control over. And they think it's wise. When you marry someone you have absolute control over, you don't know you are limiting your chances of being a better person or becoming an emperor, if possible. If that's your way, you know what I mean? Exactly. All the issues are all about the pelvic. Gandu. I think you just joined the live, right? So, for instance, a man will always know a woman that gives him peace. The question is, when you're marrying someone, you're the one who's chosen to be with someone as a man, right? You've chosen to be with a woman. When you choose to be with a woman, you have to choose knowing that. And how do you know that you have chosen correctly? The man will give you peace. And to your point, most successful men cheat. What makes a man successful to you? Because success is not in terms of money. I hope that's part of your thinking. But in case it's not, success is not just about money or financial acumen. It's not about that. Success is different for everyone. Success is loyalty, commitment, integrity, principles. It's not about what man. Every Christian man is going to tell you they are filled with the Holy Ghost. It's not by being filled with the Holy Ghost. It is you controlling your urges, because we all have urges. We all have desires. We all want what we want. So it's not just enough. So if your idea of a successful man is just all about wealth, all about money and all of that, then it's short-sighted. It is very short-sighted. Exactly. You want a woman to give you peace. Are you giving the woman peace? That's the question. You ask yourself, if you want something, I want peace, are you giving your own self peace, first of all? Because in order for you to give something, you have to have it. If you don't have it, you can't give it. So what's the point of not having peace? You marry a woman, you are not giving her peace, but you want her to give you peace. You know, kole work. And I'm sure you know, Gandu, that women are the ones who suffer the most in these relationships because they are ill-equipped. Most women are taught on how they are brought up to cater to their husbands, to take care of the home. That's how most women were raised. How were you raised? That's the question. Were you raised to appreciate what that woman is bringing? Were you raised to appreciate the fact that she's coming with all this to make your life easier? So the same question you're asking me, I'm asking you to ask your men friends too, your boys, your men. You know? Oh, okay. Let me share my link so that people can come in and join. You know? Exactly. So anyone that wants to join, please come in and join and let's talk about this. Because I'm glad that he said that. I am very glad because this is part of what is going to help us be better. If you want peace, are you a person of peace? Do you have peace for yourself? You know what I mean? Do you have peace for yourself? You need to be aware of that because you cannot give what you don't have. You can't be demanding peace when you are not coming with peace. You cannot be demanding love when you are not coming with love. You know, let's call each other out in a very respectful way. You know, we know there are bad people, there are bad players on both sides, men and women, but we must acknowledge that you cannot give what you don't have. If you want peace, you must come in peace. You must bring peace with you.
Hello.
Yeah. Good to see you. Eh?
Yeah.
My lovely.
So beautiful. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Thank you very much. I said, make I shine small now, you know.
Man, you have to be shining all the time when you come on the screen, man.
For my people.
You are looking very beautiful. And I like the way you paired it with like the loop earring, silver. I can't they match the silver on your black gel.
Thank you so much.
Happy Memorial Day to now for that side.
In fact, thank you. I'm so happy about the holiday. You have no idea.
Yeah.
When I sleep today, and I they beg me to wake up. Now my mama said phone call wake me.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice to have you. Nice to have you, man. Happy Sunday
to have you guys. Our life yesterday was, man, very educative. I thoroughly enjoyed. I was there the entire time. I just couldn't.
Usually people when they clean bathroom, because somebody said that they clean bathroom, they listen to
they do all. I go market. After I go cost school, go load up, right? I go gas station, fill my gas for almost $6.
Very expensive. Eh?
$6. So I buy gas, you know,
Now,
come
tortoise
back.
I go to send go grocery shopping now.
Right, though.
The reason why I go to send tortoise be say even if I fuel the tank of tortoise, it go they drive slow.
I thought it's what carry on. I thought it's what carry on the load come back.
People when the driver will come to say, why is this tortoise alone now? The tortoise is playing like car.
I know. It's really funny. But I did, and then I went. I had to go and clean the car. Then I can't come back. Then I had to start cleaning and all of that. So I just had it on. You know, I put up a speaker, so I was just doing what I was doing. I couldn't really join.
As long
But
as
man,
you're enjoying
oh, no, not try. Not they try.
What do we go do now? This our country, it can give you share Spain. Later you go can't love the country again. I'm in a toxic relationship with the nation called Nigeria.
No, with the leaders.
the nation.
Everything
Because I cannot even hate what I love. I cannot also love what I hate. You see, I'm in the middle. I'm currently like reading Dora Queen's book, Daughter's book. Everybody needs to read that book, I beg, because we are suffering from lack of what they call it, cumulative history. You know, so they take history out of our curriculum for Nigeria.
Yes.
And when you take history away from people's curriculum, then after you know the identity, our identities start becoming diluted over time. The root causes of our problems, we know we can't fit trace some. They go come they affect up to the essence of relationship, adult life. But that book is very powerful. You will get emotional. You will be angry. You will cry. You will have hope. Then your hope will be threatened again. Then you will have hope again. But like it's a very wholesome book.
Wow. I'm gonna look out for it and buy it then.
Yeah, and you can also always borrow.
I am because we are.
I am because we are, yeah. And you can always borrow it from the libraries too. Anyway, back to the relationship inside. I don't like relationship topic, but I can't say this Sunday now when they like make we enter this life. Because they always miss your life. And timing, but we're so glad. We're so glad to be here. What did happen for the atmosphere now?
My sister, we also the topic was marriage. So usually we have a village meeting. So this is our second village. Actually, this is the third one, to be honest. So gatherers of community people, all of us, wherever you are in the world, Africa, anyone, right? We are all global citizens, right? Make we talk about how we will move our community forward. My special concern, of course, is Nigeria, because that's where I grew up. A lot of my growing up and formative years were in Nigeria, so there's no way I can throw it away, right?
Only the man with the Holy Ghost will not shit. Now on
Holy Ghost.
Sorry, I just read. I wish Holy Ghost.
Mr. Gandu. It's nice.
Hey.
It's nice to have comments like this. Now they tell Dr. Timothy says it's nice to have people comment.
Sorry to cut you off. Oh yes, I just
my sister.
So when there's a comment like this, it gives the host, which is you, your opportunity to enlighten and educate more people and share your wisdom. Because if you don't have comments like this, how you go extract the wisdom when we need to hear from you?
Exactly.
Holy Ghost.
When we leave Holy Ghost out of us. Holy Ghost the rest.
Make I bring it's not relationship gist. If you permit me to give gist, I go.
Please.
Nah, what's happening? We talked about our live show yesterday. That ministry now. So for Nigeria, there's big Nigerian church, blah blah blah, and they've decided to open a dating app for their members.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard that one. Go ahead, yeah.
I talked yesterday for my live show. Make I talk to arouse people.
Timothy, I know you have anybody na comment. I just see him.
Timothy, no, they
this is not violence ministry.
No, you say gas don't
Timothy, zing zang ganja. Just read that.
I like the comment from Mr. Gandu because it kind of sparked interest in the story. I want to talk about the whole Holy Ghost thing,
and everything tied into community.
And tied
because
into
relationships
yes.
Up community.
Yeah,
I agree. So I like his whatever. So now this is not real life. Oh, this is real life. I just read them 2 days ago from the KG blog, the WhatsApp chat. So this WhatsApp chat now, this big Nigerian church, they have this. They created this dating app at least to encourage their members, to try and sign up, and people who are looking to mingle, to be in a committed relationship, just like you have like Catholic dating app and all those things, like-minded.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah. I didn't know that too.
And
We
we
don't
not
know
say we be evangelists when it comes
I
to
not be now you be evangelist.
no evangelist when it comes to research, which means that I dey read everything and anything, newspaper everywhere. So now there they carry out my information from. So now this particular, so the ladies are in a WhatsApp group, and they are like, not like I'm part of the group. I read it from Linda Gage's website. So in ladies in this group now, they come say some of the Nigerian brothers, which is when they say brothers, they are fellow Christian Pentecostal brothers
in
the church there that are part of this dating app. One man go message like 5 guests.
Wow.
With the Holy Ghost. The man go say, I want to propose marriage to all these guests. Propose marriage to all these guests. So I want to marry you, I want to be with you, I want to be in a relationship with you. You go message get 1, get 2, different states. Sometimes in one place and all that stuff. So the sisters, now the Holy Ghost sisters, spirit filled.
Thanks to Zazu comment.
Holy Ghost sisters now, these are sisters that they are ready to settle down, at least towards a serious relationship. So they are looking for like-minded Christian brothers that are in their own country, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's good. Now these guys, these girls come to talk inside the chat, say, man, can you imagine so person? I just found out on Facebook that he just got married. Meanwhile, he's asking me for marriage. Somebody say he did too. Me too. Me too. They can't provide evidence. So some people can't put guys place. Nigerian men, Holy Ghost.
Wow.
What am I saying here? All this, I'm telling you, the one when happened, the one when clear my brain. And the babe when talk say one of the men for the chat, they ask him out and all they talk about serious relationship. They say, okay, make them go out on a date, right? So they went out on a date in Port Harcourt. As in they did, now they're taking pictures, everything was going on. When she now said, okay, since the guy, it's his iPhone that they use, since the guy has like, nicer phone and, nicer picture quality, okay, let her transfer the pictures to her own phone. Like you go out people now, right? Now she said, she find her phone number inside the phone for inside, though. Lady 1, Abuja 1. Lady 2, Abuja 2. Lady 3, going for, she was lady contact number 12, PH, Port Harcourt. Yesterday. I'm telling you. What am I trying to say? Nobody use Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit in the name of the Lord of our Most High to deceive you. Character. And character. And the lady was shocked. They post the guy picture. Some of them, the guys will be begging, please. There's another lady that said when they come and propose this whole marriage thing, usually in the first few chats, whatever, that they are serious to get married, and because those are what the ladies are looking for, which is not wrong to look for that. That just tells you that they're not here to play. But
exactly.
Doesn't deceive them, right? Now, this particular guy say, oh, in the proposed marriage, the guy can say, okay, you have to talk to the pastorate. That's their pastor or like their admin and all those of this. So they know that's very good, which means you have to define your seriousness. That way everybody knows that, we're committing to this thing. They're trying to make it wholesome. Now that's part of a community.
Right.
And they also complain on the fact that there will be good brothers amongst them. And this thing is not going to making the good brothers amongst them to give the good brothers a chance.
Yes.
You get what I mean? So you can imagine having like 5 their fellow Christian sisters. One man is chatting them. Is that no wickedness?
Inside the Holy Ghost app.
Inside the Holy Ghost app.
But the name of the app not be Holy Ghost.
The name of the app not be Holy Ghost. But when I'm using Holy Ghost, I mean like the Christian dating app where their doctrines as the Pentecostal people are alike. You want to meet your like-minded people. You get it?
Yeah.
I don't know why some people are like that. And this is just coming back to Mr. Gandu's stuff. So when you say advise women to always give men peace, nobody can give you peace. Your source of peace is from the one
who gives peace.
Most successful men cheat. Baba, you need to go and watch our video.
All the poor people when
may you rest. Cheating does not have anything to do with socioeconomic status.
Exactly.
It has to do with irresponsibility and the character of the person. So if you are a person who is whole and you are whole, you have self-respect, you have empathy, and you have common sense, and you have conscience, because that's everything. Most of the things that you're saying, Omoye, it's not gender-based. It's not gender-based. And in this statement, Mr. Gandu, that most successful men cheat, is poor mentality thinking. It's myopic-minded thinking. No. You know how many all the people who get children for Nigeria, how many they play to wait. You know how many people they give birth. So if you're irresponsible, you're irresponsible.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Because you see this cheating, I've heard it so many times, like, most successful men. But successful in what terms? Define what success to you. Because
Exactly.
success, you may have an idea of success that I don't have. So
Facts.
what's your idea of success?
I
If your
agree.
idea of success is in monetary terms,
Mhm.
right? Which is usually the case, financial, which is usually the case, right? Or influence. A successful man, a man in that way, in that definition, does not necessarily mean that he is a successful man. He just happens to have a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That does not mean he's successful. He may
Yeah.
have a lot of money and an asshole. He may
Oh.
have a lot of money and he's not someone that anybody can talk to.
You're
He
right.
may have a lot of money and have horrible character and be a beast at home. That's
Mhm.
not success.
Mhm.
Success to me is different from what success means to someone else. For
Mhm.
me, success is loyalty.
Mhm.
That's how I count my success.
Mhm.
Principles. Are you a man of principle? Integrity.
Yeah.
Are you a commit? Do you understand what commitment? That is what success means to me.
Mhm.
If success is not in that, it doesn't fall into that umbrella. Whether you have all the money in the world, it has nothing to do with anything. A
Exactly.
poor man will cheat just like a rich man will cheat.
Mhm.
The
Mm.
difference
Character.
between people who cheat and the ones that don't cheat is the character of a person.
Mhm.
Is the character? Do you have the character? There are
Only
people who grew up in homes that have character because
Yeah.
of that. I have brothers, man. My brothers are financially okay, but they don't cheat. So what do we say to that? So if
yeah, that's what,
money,
yeah, Omar, you're right. That's what I'm saying. And I'm dissecting his comments, the person's comment. That's why I'm very excited about the person's comment. And
yeah,
after the exclamation mark, sir, only, and I quote your comment, only a man full of the Holy Ghost will not cheat. Baba, that is a fallacy.
Holy Ghost
But
don't get
Holy
anything to
Ghost
do
not
with
get
it.
anything to do with cheating. Cheating has to do with character.
it's a choice.
If you want a Miss Holy Ghost inside this thing, if you want count the number of people when they climb stupid, they
When the
climb on top women.
Alleged Holy Ghosts.
They climb on
When
top women
their
on the altar of the
nakedness,
Most
their
High,
iniquity is already even online.
hanging women
When
on the
we don't
free
see
fan in
the
the church.
evidence.
Telling them that you have
When
to
we
come
know
for
they lie against Holy
Holy
Ghost.
Ghost pressing so that you can get pregnant.
Holy Ghost of iniquity.
I have to
one of
lay
Holy
my
Ghost.
hand on your bosom and your belly. So that when you go and sleep back with your husband, you get pregnant. But you don't have to stay holy,
Make we
hang
leave
them.
Holy, make we know they accuse Holy
Make we
Ghost.
know they interrupt the
They
mission of
lake
the Holy Ghost. That's what we're saying. You know? So
Okay, Dan Chag has posted another comment.
yeah,
We
I don't like
that
this.
know a man will not cheat gives him trouble. But a man with side chick will go and worship his side B. But a man with the fear of God will enjoy his egusi and ignore the ogbono soup outside. I
I
don't
think he's
understand
battling
that.
with something internally.
Why
I think he's
people-
battling with
Dan,
something.
I don't understand what you just said.
don't
It's not making sense to me.
It's a
Oga, how
lot.
many women do you know?
And
When
why
you
we
dey
go?
group
Why
them
people like to dey compare women with
with food?
egusi or bono? This I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah. So
I
it's
don't
your
know.
level of thinking and
We don't
articulating
understand, we
this
don't
now.
understand.
Yeah. So
Women that know a woman will not gives him trouble. So a woman that
You
has a
sh-
faithful husband will be giving the faithful husband
Baba, if a
trouble.
woman is giving you trouble, then you are definitely giving the
Then-
woman trouble.
Or maybe she's not the woman
For you, but your eye they shook for woman will not be for you because there are some men with their peninsula is very long atrotism.
They no go
They no go stay
for
with the
their
woman when they
this
give them
peace.
peace.
They like wahala.
Let me give you another gist. Yesterday before we end if I'm overdoing, don't let me know.
No,
Yesterday
please go ahead. I'm enjoying it too. Are you kidding me?
Yesterday before we end the live
Hope
show.
say una they like the this thing.
Even I know they like the video. Why
they
in this village
subscribe
beauty
because I
cannot-
don't understand.
One I like, common sense sisters don't tell na bed. One I like, one I like, one I share, one I subscribe. Zachang, are you subscribed? Make we they learn. We need to be learning and unlearning. Subscribe, make you for the learn. No.
So when we just almost end the live show yesterday, when they just gist and Naila just capture something when person just post for comment section for Instagram.
I remember.
Oga,
Make I read that to you. The way we read Bible for Bible study. I read.
Before you read in the name of common sense, Gandu, drag your ear here.
They listen attentively. I not go repeat myself. And
Read
it
am.
reads. I quote. My husband just came back from work by 7 o'clock. He had his bath. I served him his food. He rejected it and told me that he wants to eat fish pepper soup. By that time, and I also just came back from work. Oh, I told him it was not possible, that he should wait till tomorrow. Fish pepper soup is something that I have to plan and it takes time. He got upset and called me lazy. In my presence,
Wow.
my husband picked up his phone. He called a girl. He put it on speaker and he told the girl that he wanted fish pepper soup. The girl responded and told him that she will rush to the supermarket now and buy fish, that he should start coming. My own husband dressed up and drove out of the house. I was just looking at him shocked as he dressed up, picked up his car keys and zoomed off. I need to know if I did something wrong. Do you think I should have gone out by that time in the night to buy fish? I just came back from work too after the long traffic. What do I do now? This is the height of disrespect.
Now let me summarize it. Because some
drop
people
to
go
this
say,
pattern.
"Oh, what are you reading? I'm not understanding. I'm not following." Those of you that have it takes you time to absorb
This is a
information.
virtuous woman. You don't already cook food though. You never even bath.
Yes, she came back from wherever she went to. This is a
Walk,
Nigerian lady.
walk,
Walk.
long traffic.
The man too also come back from somewhere. He went to go and pamper himself in the bathroom, right? She
Mhm.
came to get dressed. So she already made meal for the night and served her husband. The husband came out with unreasonable tantrum. I want pepper soup. I want pepper soup. Fish pepper soup this night. The woman was like, I cannot go out this night to go and make fish pepper soup for you now. It's unrealistic. I mean,
Because
Nigeria.
obviously you have to go out to go and buy the fish.
By which night we they sell fish for Nigeria, right? He had the temerity to tell you how he disrespects his wife, disrespects his marriage. He had the temerity to pick up his phone and call another woman, put it on speaker for the wife to hear. Ask the woman if she can make pepper soup for him. The woman said yes, she will go and buy fish. She should be coming.
My goodness. No way.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. That he should be coming. This man dressed up, left the house.
Left the food that your wife people prepare. Left the wife. He dressed up and left. Went to that woman's house to go and quote unquote eat
fish pepper soup. Now, what am I telling you? This is a man who is disrespectful in his marriage, disrespectful to his wife, and wants his wife to know on record that he has a side chick.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to throw unnecessary tantrum so that he can look for a way. He'd already planned with the side chick now to look for a way to escape and leave the house. And that's the level where some unscrupulous men are heading to, especially some unscrupulous Nigerian men, excluding the good, responsible one. Because we know that there are some good, responsible ones.
Husband know they learn how to cook, eh?
Bio, not be able to learn how to cook, Bio. You the man already plan with now scans now. The man already obviously plan with the side chick saying like this is go throw
What
tantrum.
if the wife even go out for that? Nigeria, when they say Nigeria is scary at night, everything you put your wife through that is you want shopping soup. You not go buy fish. You not go call your wife say, honey, I'm coming back home. I want to eat fish soup. Then she will say, darling, there's no fish soup. Exactly. Maybe when you are coming back, browse the market, buy fish. Because if he say, what if this woman can't go out for night? Something happened to her. Or what if she go buy fish, come back? It go say tilapia fish. I don't want tilapia fish. I want catfish pepper soup. I don't want catfish pepper soup. I want dry fish pepper soup. So it's just an excuse. So you see this woman that is giving you peace. You bath. You have time to take care of yourself. She did the wifely thing to cook for you. She not only cook for you, she served you. She said, if you want pepper soup, I will have to plan that. Maybe probably tomorrow or something. I will buy the fish, cook them. You say no. You will dishonor yourself, disrespect this woman, and do this kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Somebody that
you see the problem when I see for that whole story when I just share now. I blame the woman. You know why I say I blame the woman? Make I explain myself. You know who you they choose, say you won't spend, you won't marry. You know. The signs are always there. You see this thing when this man do so, not be the first time when he do one. I can tell you for free.
But you know,
it's not the first time, because what did they happen? And I have to fault women. I have to call us out here. Because when I was growing up, right, I went to college in Nigeria. I knew a lot of people who were turning themselves into twine, just to do things for their boyfriends.
Our wife then.
Our wife to be, and the man go they do anyhow. Clearly, that man has no interest, or his interest is outside, but they go they force themselves. The man is already telling you hand right, because let me tell you the truth, men always tell you, you always know what a man will always show you what he wants from the beginning. The men, I have to give them that. I'm not saying that it's all of them. A majority of the men will show you who they are from day one. Men, not they pretend the way women they pretend. I'm telling you the fact. If a man comes, he not say no, take you serious. It will show in his actions. It will show in the way he talks to you. It will show in so many ways. Men are not like women. You know, say women, we can do certain things just to make ourselves appealing because of what we want. Men don't know how to do it. Men will take advantage based on the fact that, okay, you are making yourself available. Hey, you know what? Hey, let me allow you to, hey, be your welcome. Oh, thank you very much for joining. You understand what I'm saying? So
yes, I greet you especially. Yeah, go ahead.
B-O.
You understand? So what my point is this. Women there's a place where we have to hold each other accountable. I found a lot of the issues that women have on some of them, not all of them, because sometimes now out of being naive, they don't know, they are too young, they make certain decisions. But some women, the handwriting is already on the wall. For this woman to now marry a man that you say, hey, honey, I'm just coming, he already sees that you're just coming back from work. Because I don't understand that level of.
Oh, yeah, let me help you. That is what you call a spoiled husband. Just like you have a spoiled child. See, sometimes when I say things, I don't just say it. I say it for those that are listening to understand and see things from different perspective. No, I'm a bad person. I'm not a good person. Let me take it. I'm not trying to say I'm playing a good guy, but let me tell you, it falls out naturally. I'm dating a girl. I can cook right now. You know what I mean? Exactly. So I get girlfriend though. I not get girlfriend though. I marry, I not marry. I go cook, I go eat. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. So once a girl comes into my life, either as girlfriend or wife or whatever, it doesn't change who I am. Because I'm not actually going to marry a girl because of food. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So I'm not the kind of guy that, you know, what people don't understand is that some women, even you as a woman, if a man they tease you because he see you as a loyal person or something in the wrong way, you should even be wary. Do you understand what I mean? You know? So just as Omoye said now, like you are dating a guy and forget every other thing, but you don't know, say this guy said, he know if you even wash your own clothes. He never if you wash your own plate for house before you come. When on a date, it already tell you, say, now what you want to want to marry be that now. You understand? You know? So what am I trying to say? I don't mean saying I won't cook for the house or I won't day front. No, I'm not forward, you know. Fine.
You want to play forward.
No, you understand? So if you truly love, if you look at this thing, love and marriage, of a truth, if you really like somebody, safe, more people like, more people love, you know, go stress the person. No, make I tell you the truth. You don't see person where they stress what he like, what he cherish. You understand? You know. So what am I trying to say here? Sometimes some women go, if a girl where they come with friends, they say maybe if I reach, I go cook, I will do this. If even reach, just surprise, say this will never cook everything. Say. Now, wow, you understand me? The woman are going to find other things to tell they please you. But if the woman don't find out, say the only thing to please you, not to cook a goosey soup for you over the weekend and everything, you know. So there are other things that women can do as well as men. So as we have moved into this direction too, where we say men ourselves, we are always saying now, women must support too. As women are supporting too, that's why you also should support in the kitchen.
Thank you.
You cannot be telling women, cannot be telling women to come and support, and at the end of the day, don't want to support women's job. Because it's either we do an all or no effect, which is, for instance, back in the days, we are not saying it's absolute. We know say, okay, not be as the way before abroad. I believe say most of us they talk now abroad we day here, whether we like it or not. In this obodo ibo we day, unless na criminal husband you marry, we all know say for this place, once you really don't marry person, it's going to be co-managed income, right?
Not everybody.
For the most part.
Yeah, when I mean co-manage, even if we not get joint account, co-manage income means that even though they would run your own income, your own self, you they work.
The building of the
Thank
home.
you they work, me they work. Me, I'm not gonna come marry you today. You they work, me they work in this obodo yibo. Me they pay all the bills. Even if I the earn millions. It never happened in any house. I don't think it does. And even if it happened in any house, maybe now when the woman or they work. And most likely you will not see a woman in this obodo yibo when they do something, right? So at the end of the day, in this obodo yibo, as man they pay those things. Even women self, they force themselves to help self normally. Even if they not pay B self, at least not be all wife go out, go buy food. Okay, how will you feel as a man? Your wife is working. You won't buy tissue paper or toilet roll or onions. You go say, give me onions money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she says she get her small money. So at the end of the day, the same thing as women are supporting. Now, so you yourself go to support. You go to support too. You know, so maybe the person who made that comment, I just want to believe, you know, or that man where they tell the wife. I don't say not that for Bodo Yubo, just like our sister here talk. One, that man, this thing started from the relationship, and it's already a spoiled husband. That was the point I came in to, you know, emphasize. And at this point, I think it's a very good place to stop my conversation here. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bio.
Right.
You have summed it. This not man, no. Bio is a man. Bio is a man of principle. Any man that's listening right now, Bio is not. He's a man of timber and caliber.
Yes, so.
Timber and caliber.
Yes, so.
A financially solid man. Okay, and he's a man with principles and integrity.
Yes.
So for him to be saying this, no woman on this life is disagreeing with what B is saying.
Because, and he's not an insecure man, because some Dundee men can't say he's insecure.
No, so but
in advance, they call them Dundee. Bill is not an insecure man.
Sorry to say, sometimes let me just add this. Sorry, there was a period when I was in Nigeria for a little while. Okay. And at that time, I was going between decisions, just to emphasize this issue of how laziness don't make both men and women make the wrong choice, especially men. This thing women are saying, it's even for the advantage of men. They don't even know. Why I'm saying this is because then I don't talk for the other for our program. I say if I dey cook for upstairs, my tenant downstairs, then they come. I swear, the boy Jiro, he will say, hey, Chair, I know now you did that kitchen. What do I mean? I was having female visitors. I know they come here say I be sent. I dey carry girls. But one thing when I know be say, I no carry girl one day went out of my kitchen. Because I never follow the girl because of na one come cook food for me. If not, I not be eat. If not, at that time, na so I for enter one trap. I dey tell you. So any choice when I forgo make that time, you know, most of my people when I know that time, now one girl where they just say make I just hold this one because this girl not there now, I not fit. Now they give girl belle come marry. You know what I mean? You know.
They use their future.
They use their belle to make lifetime decisions.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, they're going to complain. But when you marry on a platform, when we say no be those things, they are important, but not be saying another one. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, you will see other areas of beauty of a woman, other areas beyond the one where we just come cook, sit down there. You know what I mean? You know. So, and that is why that person wrote there, which is you will see some men now see their wife as asset, why they go outside to see the other beauty of a woman from outside. Can you see now? So the one at home, that's why they start from boyfriend, girlfriend. Some of those guys then, they get one girl when they go say, this one, if he come, he go cook, he go clean. Now that one they won't marry. But they get another one where they like for another thing. You know what I mean? You know? So they end up marrying that one as gay. Because now as wife will call him, but now actually as gay.
Exactly.
So he married that wife as gay, then he go outside for pleasure. But if you really marry the woman for other things, where you see, even though that one includes small, you know, at the end of the day, that marriage will be lovely and all that. So for me today, I cannot, if you like, maybe say now you cook a banga soup where I take lick finger. Nobody that one will make you make me put you for us. I'm telling you the truth. There are other things.
Next for you now.
Mix her with
when I enjoy. All right now.
All right, thank you so much, Bio. Zandia, call in and tell us your views. Make it clear to us. Come and share your views. Because clearly there's a lot of learning that needs to take place, right? There's a need for us to hear your point of view, because the reason why we're having this conversation is so that we can be better off for each other. If we all have very healthy ways of thinking, we'll have very healthy communities. We can't be one-sided. You can't be saying, no, I want this, but you are not that.
You're not giving that.
I want love. Are you loved? Do you love yourself, first of all? Do you love the people around you? How are you with others? You cannot demand for what you don't have.
And energy
is not a supermarket. We are dealing with human beings with emotions here. So if you are asking for something, you better be ready to give what you're asking. If you're asking for peace, are you peaceful? Do you bring peace wherever you go? Are you bringing peace to that woman? That's the question, because it's a two-way street. It's not just for one person.
And are you able to identify peace that you know you deserve?
Exactly.
Because if your peace is, because the thing is that energy is very, very important. It's not saying that somebody who is good and has good intention would always immediately meet somebody right for them. But the experiences they may pass through, we make them know what is not right. So that when they see the person that is right for them, that is their yin to their yang for them. Not like the person is like, 100% complete, but there's something that is matching so well that they can work with.
Exactly.
Because it's you continuously feed into that relationship, right?
Exactly.
But people who usually say, I need somebody that will give me peace. I need somebody that will make my life go. I need somebody that will complete me. It means that you are currently deficient in that, and you may not even know that you are deficient in that. And the most difficult thing is not knowing that you're deficient in something, because you keep needing that thing to complete you.
Exactly.
But if you're already whole, there's an energy that naturally revolves around you that you don't even, before you even speak, wherever you enter, there's just something, someone can feel it, and it's organic. When your energy is so good, and it's like, and it's not something that you fake, it's who you are. It's what I keep telling you, that character is who you are when you think no one is watching. Because when people identify the traits, you'll be like, oh wow, for you that trait is a normal trait, but to somebody else, like, that's exceptional trait because it's not common. Number one, just how you're just kind to some people. Just being kind, just like even a smile is like, it's insane how you can't imagine how powerful just a smile in a world that we live in, that everybody is just so caught up in their own selfish baggage, wanting to use people and all that stuff. So you have to be that whom you seek to have in your life. If you seek peace, you have to be somebody of peace. If there's something that is not giving you peace, you have to identify that thing. You have to work on it and be open-minded. Don't be afraid to evolve. No one is perfect. When they come here, they talk for live show today. Not me say we gather everything together, but we're on a process, and that's why it's village meeting.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to just thank Bio. Thank you very much, Bio. Bio just came and just gave us solid wisdom on this topic because he's a man, and I want to really, really press on that. Because see, we have men like Bio that think like that. We have men of timber and caliber. It doesn't make them less of a man. Bio just came up here and said he cooks. There's nothing wrong with cooking. If you don't know how to cook, learn. Whatever you believe is what you receive. There's no doubt. There's no way Bio is not going to have a very successful relationship and marriage. There's no way a woman will be with him and not be happy because he has the mentality. And even if he did not have it before, and I'm assuming here, he's been able to transform his mind to understand that, wait, life is not all about me. I have to also think about the other person. Every woman should be able to do that. The same way every man should be able to do that. You want peace? How much peace do you have? How much peace are you showing to the people around you? You cannot give what you don't have. Just like common sense sisters are saying right now, this is common sense. This is common sensical. Let me borrow your lingo. It is common sensical. And there's so much wisdom that is coming from you. Which man will not be happy and blessed to have you in their life? It's just a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know who you are and what you offer. You're not just going to be with anyone. You have to be willing to unlearn stereotypes so that you can make your own life better and the life of your children that you are thinking of giving birth to. Do you want your children to be born into the same sick way of thinking? You want your children to be self-sufficient
and it's not also making them always happy too. That's the thing.
Say that again. Sorry.
And it's not always making it. And the thing is that people who are not really this, having this whole peace and thought process, sometimes they are afraid to evolve. And I'm saying to you that don't be afraid. Don't think that going into a better person is going to make you a weak person. No. No, it's not going to make you a weak person. If you are somebody that maybe you've been so kind and always been kind to people and people have taken you for granted and all that stuff, just maybe you probably have to read some books, research online on how
make better choices with people that
maybe am I suffering from people pleasing, or better choices with knowing when to call boundaries. Like if I see signs of someone going to treat me this certain way, I will exclude myself so that I don't overgive. So don't be afraid to don't be.
The old mentality that we subscribe to as Nigerians or Africans, it's evident that it's not working for us. So why are people afraid to dare to be different and do different
and stand alone?
Because
it can be very lonely, but it's okay.
That's what gives you the peace of mind.
It's okay because in your loneliness of authenticity, the right energy, the right people will be around you.
Exactly. But that's the thing that's what we need to encourage, for people to not be afraid to stand alone, because there are a lot of people who will be in their corner because their energy, their right energy will attract the right people around them. That's what the whole message is all about, because you have to be willing to take your own journey alone. You have to decide what kind of life you want to live. Do you want a mediocre lifestyle, or do you want the lifestyle that your forefathers lived before you, even worse? Or do you want to move forward? Are you a forward thinker? Do you want a brighter and better future for yourself and the children? Every parent wants their children to surpass them. Every parent.
Just for yourself.
Any parent who says, "Oh no, my child," there are a few cases, but a lot of parents want their children to be better than them.
In our society and community, there's just always thinking that back in the days it was better. Back in the days, it's a poisonous and wicked society that we always attribute the past to being better.
Don't worry, Temiti. Oh yeah.
She said I should wake up her boys.
I beg Temiti,
wake up the children.
Make it wear earpiece, go toilet, go talk.
Temiti, or something.
Temiti, you know, say your voice is very sweet and very soft and calm. Even in your whispers, just wear earpiece, just the whisper. Just go. Temiti, I beg now. I beg, even if not 2 minutes.
So our society go they say the past is better in our forefathers' time. In this thing, I think is a very, very bad and a poisonous way of thinking, and a poisonous society that has that thought process. So if your past or the past of people that have died, ancestors, if that is better than today or the future, then it means that the older ones in this generation or whatever, they did not do a great job in ensuring that future generations have better stance at life. So, for example, as we see the value of Naira now, kind of changing the gears and going into politics. In those ago, if you tell you say there are the days where 1 naira was $1, 1 naira was £1, but today 1 naira and £1 or $1 is about 600 and something naira. It should not be so. So if you see that this nonsensical way of thinking, where there's always subjugation of women in the society, whether it's in terms of love, politics, thinking, every single thing, the woman is supposed to be under and order. If those ways have not worked for us, and it's evident that have not worked for us, it also has not worked for the men too. Because as much as patriarchy exists, men also suffer from patriarchy, but they don't know. No, they don't know. If you think about women suffer the most too, but men also have their own fair share. Now, patriarchy say when a man marries a woman, then he's responsible for paying the school fees of her family, responsible for paying for the in-laws, building in-laws. As now patriarchy, they make those things happen. Not culture and all those things. But as a people, we have to decide to drop a lot of things. Otherwise, as our society today, it's either going to be stagnant like that, or it will continue to get worse.
Wow.
Uncle.
Temiti, yes, in the house.
Can I sing a welcome song for her? We have a doctor from the UK who has called to give us wisdom. Make you drag your ear, come. Make you gather common sense.
First of all, oh yeah, it's so nice catching up with you live. Like,
yes,
so
I'm so happy you
excited,
made
like,
this
lovely, and so
Thank you.
yeah. I've been watching some of the videos, that you usually would record and all that. So sometimes, and I think you did the live before, so I was so pained I couldn't meet up. I was like, okay, maybe you did it for the American guy, you got North America and all
Yeah, it
that.
was late. Yeah,
It's
that was
all
late.
good. It's all good. Good to see you guys. My common sense is that sorry, I missed that live of yesterday, but I watched it today.
No,
I love it. Hi. You guys need to go and watch that video, Common Sense Sisters. It was so lovely.
It
And there was
was.
one thing Ella said. Oh my God, that was such a punchline. When that silly guy was commenting and saying, oh, tradition. And she said, okay, is it your tradition for you to even use internet to come online and all that? He was
That was a
just
good
like,
one.
that was what you call smackdown.
Timothy, when we don't give you smudges, say some of them calling, some of them, but when we put them on the show, the person not talk.
They call in like
So
this.
they called in like this. When we put them in, like this, they just mute. So I'm like, you people should talk now. Because they life, or they say, you are not answering us when we calling. I know that they say the call is by physical phone, no, or you don't know you're supposed to click in the link, but they know to
some point,
as if you're supposed to answer them. But we don't.
Somewhere I thought you probably maybe the wrong it, with probably your number. I said, well, you don't really have a number. You guys don't put up a number. So I was wondering what they meant by you're running away from calls. I just need to sue and just need to it.
Comment section
All right. So, back to the topic. Just a few things I wanted to say. Yeah. If you saw one of my comments where I talked about Fumi Desalivo, she's a very
I love Fumi.
I know comments said, yeah, you know her. Oh my gosh, she's got good energy, vibe. You need to check her out, Omoye. Like,
okay.
Yeah, you need to check her out. Like, she's so motivated. Yeah, she also married. I think she got married at 40, and then she had problems with fertility and all that. Yeah, failed IVFs. Such a go-getter. She's got a lovely family. The husband usually would just kind of bomb, come in the, into the room while, you see, like, I'll just say, what's wrong with you? Like, my husband will be like, hey, are you like a family today? She's so lovely. Yeah, so I just want to say, you ladies, what you're doing is so great. Meaning that you want to wait to find a sensible guy, and there's nothing bad in that. Do you understand? If I've got a daughter, that's what I'll tell her to do. You need to live with someone who's sensible. I think some of Nigerian men have not gotten it, that things are changing. It's a paradigm shift, right? Women are able to take positions, they're able to get jobs, they're able to, have a means of livelihood that would sustain them. So all those narratives, those old school things cannot work. It's not like when we go for a course, like we go to school, no one says, oh, this is the target for a boy, a male child, this is the target for a female. No. So we all compete. And then we know that when it gets to that level, some people will naturally be better than others. And some of these people might be females, right? So that means they can even get, those top-notch jobs and education, exposure, influence. So you cannot, things have to change. I know it might be difficult for some of my Nigerian brothers, but I'm just saying, can you please educate yourself and come to the realization that women are taking center stage and it's fine. You don't have to fight it. It doesn't mean that, oh, this man, they're emasculating a man. It does not make sense. That doesn't happen. If you look back in history, what Common Sense Sister said earlier about, in the history, even the history of the world, there was a time in England that even the women were not allowed to earn salaries without the knowledge of their husbands. But what has happened now? You understand? There was even a time when a woman was not allowed to perform abortion or, to terminate any pregnancy. So, but now what has happened? So you can see they've been able to evolve over the years. So for that Gandhi that was talking about Europe and all that, I'll come back to him because it's clear that his mentality is really deformed. He's not been able to free himself from that Kate, thinking about, oh, a man just has to do this. So if you have a man and a woman, we all go into the world. We have the same opportunities. What makes you think that I cannot be ahead of you? Why? You understand? So if you can think like that, then you won't have any problem with a successful woman. Do you understand? And even sometimes I still tell some of my friends like, okay, we understand that we are a product of our culture, yeah? We try to make things better. We try to improve ourselves. It's a gradual process. And it's about the mindset. If you know that, oh, this partner of mine, though he has a few of these things, but in his mind, he really wants to change and he's working at it. I can make that sacrifice to say, okay, those few times when I see a little bit of those things here and there, I don't have to make a fuss because I really know that this person is working. And I mean reasonable things, not of course, not domestic violence. No. Do you understand? So that's why I try to tell people and say, okay, we have to kind of meet ourselves in the middle, right? It's like a compromise. I don't expect any Nigerian trained man to change overnight. But you have to work actively. You have to be intentional at trying to change it. Meaning that, oh, I know I've got a wife who's very smart. She's a go-getter. Because she had all the opportunities, nobody told her, oh, no, you can't go beyond this. She can go beyond that because the opportunities are there. I have to tell myself that it is okay. It is normal. It doesn't mean that I'm less of a man. Those are the things you men have to keep telling yourselves. You understand? And that's what I tell a lot of people.
Thank you, Timmy.
I do a lot of mentoring. I said, I understand that it's a cultural thing. It's going on in our heads.
Yes, my love. Add to your point. If you notice, for the men that like playing soccer, PlayStation or whatever, ask how many men use PlayStation 1 till today. Is it not PlayStation 5 that all of them rush?
VPS 5.
If you can evolve in your gaming system and all those things, why is it that when it comes to things of society and human functioning, you go decide, say, you want to be...
Because you just want to be lazy. You want to satisfy that selfish interest. It's as simple as that. You want to be able to sleep around, and then you want that one person to agree and to say she's fine with it. It is madness. Do you understand? If you know you're an atypical person, meaning that you want to take money from this person, because if the person puts money down, to the family, for the children and all that, it's all part of you taking money from this child. So you will want to go traditional, where you are responsible for everything. But at the same time, the next thing you come and say, are the kids not hers? Okay, are we going traditional or are we going into the new school? So you have to decide. Yeah, you don't have to choose whichever one suits you. And so I don't sound like probably, just being on the side of the women, playing the devil's advocate. when it comes to the issue of women also dropping money, I don't push it, but I feel that there's nothing bad if I'm earning much higher, and I've been able to get those top jobs, top contracts. I have that. There's nothing bad in me really dropping something significant, into the family, because it improves the
Absolutely.
standard of living altogether.
Absolutely,
That's
As
the
an
thing.
Chemistry.
adult, you are
100%
responsible
support
to
you on
pay for
that.
your this thing. As an adult too, you should be responsible. If you are getting money as an adult, why won't you pay for stuff? Because
Exactly.
why? Because you're a woman. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, my boys attend a private school here. If everything had been probably just my husband, he wouldn't have been able to afford it. But if I said, okay, you know what? So as to give our kids a better life, okay, let's do this. There's nothing bad. That's what I think. I'm not going to push it for females that think otherwise. But I think that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If we're trying to push the narrative for this men to accept that women have evolved, you can take up positions, you can even become the president of America, then we also should be able to. You can't choose one and say,
Yeah.
oh no, it's my money. I don't believe in that. I've got boys. I don't believe any lady should do that. I don't do that to their dad. So so
So you
yeah.
want to protect your boys.
It's no, I don't even
I'm
do
just
that. I
saying.
don't do that to their papa now. So go on do that to me. So that's for me.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm always a bit silent because some ladies are very. It also depends on where you're coming from. So but I feel like so if we want to push that narrative to say yes, we are there. Imagine maybe I'm earning like maybe £300,000. Do you understand? And I stay where my husband is earning about 100. And I said, oh no, you have to. It doesn't make sense to me. We can pool resources together, get a better standard of living in a choice area where you that is devoid of all these social vices and all that. Give your children, give your family better life. So I feel if you put in that extra money, it tends to elevate everybody. All of you all benefit from it. So that's just trying to balance the narrative. Then let me come to Gandu. Zachang. It sounds like you're from middle some of the maybe Christian North. Yeah. So I know now very well. She understand that talk they talk. Say Ingo de Naija they free. That's the problem. You need to purge yourself. Do you understand? You see that freedom you're talking about, right? That's not freedom. That's just being selfish and irresponsible. You understand? And it goes both ways. I've seen a lot of bullshit also here from women, what they do to men. Some people come here, the guy actually sponsors, maybe the masters, and they come here, and then you come and tell the guy that you don't love him anymore, and then the guy is thinking of going back to Nigeria. To me, I've told those ladies, I said, that is wickedness, that is stupidity. If you have a problem with this guy, come out, communicate. Tell each other what the problem is and iron it out. Don't start doing evil here and there and start using all these narratives to cover up. It doesn't make sense. So Gandu, please. We started our marriage back in Nigeria. So no things, I know be European wife. I beg. Do you understand? Me, you look well. We work together. And even then I remember some of my colleagues were like, the husband is a good man. They know now. You think the wicked man? No. One of my colleagues are like, you say now me, you marry, say me. I go marry you. I go single to stupor, gladly single. Me marry you. If I don't, and that's why then I didn't even want to be friends with their wives because we didn't want to talk. You're taking trash from these men. Yeah. So I just kind of, they felt I was being high-handed, but no, I'm not, I'm going to talk. So if I see bullshit, I'll talk. So if I don't want to talk, I'll just kind of, just keep my distance from you because I don't see what I want to gain from you. If you're accepting all this abuse, and then I'll be smiling and saying no. So so I just wanted to put that to Gandu. Please, that freedom
Even
you're talking
Nigerian
about.
women in Nigeria are not even taking the rubbish anymore.
Yes, now.
Just because you can see popular people getting divorced, but they also everyday Nigerian women when they take their husbands or baby fathers, they take them go court. We they watch the videos for YouTube
and they read the newspapers.
We they read everything. So
they're quite hilarious.
Yeah, they are hilarious. But for every Nigerian woman in Nigeria, body
many Nigerian women
okay,
are not taking
So I just wanted to speak to the minds of our men. Like, it's deep-seated. I know. You understand? I know that probably it started with you having two kids, a boy and a girl. You call the girl to the kitchen. All right, Diola, come and do this. Come and wash the plates. And then the guy, he'll be playing. Please, women, that we have boys, let us train them. It starts from the home. Don't give them that mentality, that idea that because they are male, they are these, they can't do all this stuff. That is where it starts from. Yeah. And for men that have already grown up in this culture already, and you want to put yourself, please, there are resources out there. Go on YouTube or online. There's resources out there. You watch, you learn, watch programs like this. What Omoye is doing, Common Sense Sisters, and until Bodoing Butfi. You do all that. You learn, you change. We all didn't get here in a day. You understand? Like when I go marry, my husband is this kind of na Bini boy, but na Lawancing boy, na there, na
you marry well.
So don't bias.
I know somewhere.
What is the worry on a common sense?
You marry well.
Yeah, no.
Well, we be blended too.
But
and I schooled in Benin.
And we school in Benin, so we marry well.
Not to say our brother marry well.
Yeah. I just wanted to put this out there so it wouldn't sound like, oh, Timothy is painting a perfect picture. Now, there's no perfect marriage, but there are very sweet marriages. Yeah. The imperfection is nothing close to all the madness you see online. Do you understand? So let me just put that out there for females. And not just in my own marriage, I've seen marriages that are as quite good or even better than like, wow, these people, they try. And how does that mean? Like when I just met me, my parents were like almost Aleko now, we could talk and anything would say, like, we always would compare, or like, why are you looking like this? Why are you not doing this like that? So my husband didn't like when we just started dating.
Yeah, you have to watch the replay. Sorry, Timothy. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he never really liked that kind of thing. It's just a babe, I don't like this part of you. I'm not putting down my Yoruba people, but we know that we abuse a lot, and then we always compare things. Instead of saying something straight, we'd be like, oh, why are you doing this like that? No, you don't have to do that. Why don't you just say, could you do this thing? It depends on the angle. So he, actually I was ready to change this. Oh, okay, babe, no, I'll change, I'll work on it. It's that, those are the compromises that you have. Yeah, he's gonna, you won't get there in a day, but it's not something like, oh, someone is now doing very selfish, man. That one's saying that you're lucky. No, it's not luck. You have to work together. First of all, you have to know that this person is someone that is sensible, that is responsible. It's not selfish. It's not like a spoiled brat, like what Bill said. It's not a spoiled brat. At the same time, I also believe in, making reasonable, and that's why I put reasonable sacrifices. That's why I put there reasonable. So nobody's saying, because I see the way they kind of put it to people, like say, oh, these ladies, they are too picky. They are too this, they are too that. They can, and I say, yes, they can get the good man out there. They are out there. Yes, they have to be picky. But I'm sure that if Yo-Yo has a very good guy who's really say, okay, baby, I love cake. I would learn. I'll do this. Oh, and then maybe he doesn't do it well the first time. Will Yo-Yo now say, oh, you this useless guy? You can't. Nobody be Chris woman now. Do you understand? And that's what I tell the guys. Come, leave all these things, these semantics that you people are saying. Nigerian women are not that bad. If they really see that sincerely, you want to change and you're making that effort, we're nurturers. Let's get
exactly. You know what, Dr. Timothy, I really appreciate you coming in from that angle, because we have to hold each other accountable. Women have to hold women accountable. Just as we talk about men, we also have to talk about the women. My question is always to the women. What choices are you making? Are you seeing this man making errors and turning the other eye just because you feel like, oh, you want to get married, you don't care what he does, so you shut your eyes to every bad habit that he has, and then you marry him, after a few years later, you are complaining? It always starts from the dating period. What you put up with is going to extend. To be honest with you, I don't feel sorry for all women. No, I'm very selective to those I feel sorry for.
That's true.
Be honest with you, because some women are just outright evil too.
Enablers, And enablers of the
Some
bad.
Yes,
women will come
that's the
into a
word,
man's life
enablers. Yeah.
and want to just ruin the man.
Yes, that one is
Because of what they want to gain. Somebody comes, they like you, they're
Yeah.
interested in you. They go to Nigeria, for instance, right? They marry you, right? You know you don't love this man. You're only doing it because he has pali
Means to an
and you want
end,
to
yeah.
collect that pali.
Yeah.
You do it selfishly. You
Yeah.
marry this man, pays, he puts in emotional, he invests in
Money,
you
everything.
and finances. He brings you over. He's okay with you being everything that you can be. And then you turn around and make his life a living hell.
Yep.
I don't support
Evil.
that type of woman. I refuse. And then you're coming and you're crying that you're trying to flip the coin. I don't
Exactly.
support you. Do you
Exactly.
understand? But if you are marrying a man because you love him, you are intentional about it, not because of what you think you want from a man. You should never want or need anything from a human being. You should marry whole. If you know, see, when I was in Nigeria, when I was in college, and there were men that came from America that wanted to marry, I had zero interest. Because I would look at them and say, I don't know where this place is. I've never been to
Exactly.
America. I was in my first year in college. I'm like, I've never been to America. My family is far from me. What if this man turns out to be a monster? Do you understand what I'm saying? I could
Perfect.
easily have said, hey, because I want to go to America, let me just marry. My parents, thank God for parents that were adamant. We didn't have much, oh. This one that I'm telling you, we did not have much. It's not as if my father was a billionaire and was giving me everything. It was just the values I was raised on. I did not believe that I needed a man to give me something outside of myself. I've always had, and we all in my family always had this mindset of getting the bag for ourselves.
Brilliant.
If man enter, he enter. So some women are just outright evil. Let's put that aside. There are some women who are selfish in their needs. They want to get what they can from a man. They see that the man has small change. It
It's
is
like a
that
cash
change
cow.
they are
They see him
after.
as cash cow.
Until they empty the man's pocket, they will not leave him. There are women like that.
Yeah.
There are those that are just out to make a man's life miserable. They will pretend. I have relatives that have been cheated on in their marriages with a pastor. So I know this thing. It's not see. So when we talk about these things, I know that most women make selfish decisions because of what they feel they want to gain.
Yes, especially the ones that will not contribute to the household. They will carry the money, say they are going to send it to tithes to give to pastor in Nigeria. Your husband there that is with you, you are not supportive. You are stealing from your children. And they will
exactly.
Okay,
you come. You know that this man is struggling. He even manages. He brings you abroad. This man has debts. He's struggling. He's trying to make ends meet. You will be pocketing your own money. You will not help the man.
Yes,
not good. Exactly. Oh my! Could you talk more about this thing? Do you understand? Just so we can balance the narrative. Do you understand? It is wrong. All shades of wrong. You know that this guy has me. You do you know how much it will cost the man to bring you over there? Thousands of dollars, and then you get there, you start working. You can't even separate. Just bring something out of it to say, all right, let me even put no. I don't believe in that.
Well,
I
my
don't.
parents raised me that I should not give a man
my
money.
I don't believe.
If you are pushing in your village, then
your parents tell you that
let your mother be giving you the money. It annoys me. Honestly, it does. Because there are people who will come and I'm like, are you seriously kidding me? The red flag was there. I always say this. Men will always tell you who they are from the beginning. Men don't know how to pretend the way women do. There are some men that are very corny about it, yes. But most of the time, men always tell you who they are. If a man is not interested in you, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you. You will know. It will show in his actions, in his words, in everything, in the way he treats you and everything around you. But you see those signs. You walk into the marriage with your eyes wide open, and then you get in and you're crying wolf.
Yeah, let me just hold you off quickly on that.
We see you, love you, and say, man, I want to improve this person's life. Base everything, brings you abroad. Instead of you to contribute and help this man be better, you will use him, dump him, and go and bring one boyfriend of years.
Let me just chip in quickly. Yeah, well, let me just chip in quickly. You know, where you said about this, that men would know from their words, yeah. I think what some women want to hear is to hear the guy say, "I don't want you again." Nigerian men will typically not tell you that. They will never tell. So if you're waiting
Especially
to
if you are
hear
still
that,
waiting for
you
them.
would get it. But from his words, what he would say, generally his actions, you would know. So if you're waiting for him to say, "I'm not interested anymore," please don't do that. Don't wait till that time. You understand? So what Omoye is saying is that in his words doesn't mean that he's gonna say it verbatim to say, "I don't want you." Do you understand? He does not necessarily have to say that. But from his wordings, the way he does his phrases, the way he acts, you would know, ladies. You would know. And trust me, you can spread your tentacles. It doesn't have to be Nigerian men. You can try Norwegian. Yeah, nothing European men are good. You can try and learn some of their languages, you see. Yeah, you can try them. You don't have
Have an
to,
open mind.
restrict
You
yourself.
don't
Yeah.
have to die here. You were born in Nigeria. Last day, it must be. It does not have to. The world is bigger than what you think. Anybody can show you. Look, gravitate towards. Why don't you train yourself?
So they find the
Gravitate
Nigerian men for
towards where you are
providership.
appreciated, where you are loved.
They find the Nigerian men to provide.
It doesn't like it does.
So they
But
find the Nigerian men to provide.
say that again.
I said that they find
Oh.
the Nigerian men to provide. Oh, you
Eh,
know our
this
men.
is
They
only
know how to provide.
your own Nigerian
I'm
men they
making
provide.
assumptions.
Yeah, all the assumption now all Nigerian men they provide. There are
Not be all of
Nigerian
them
men
now.
that don't provide. They are not gay. They don't get that
Their wives,
mentality.
they cover them. They cover their crime.
They provide their cassava. They are not providing financially.
Now, come on, sisters. Let's try to balance the narrative here, just so some people don't say, "Oh, sometimes I think the problem with Nigerians, we don't know how to think on spectrum. We either think of one or the other. We think of the ends. We don't think of in between, right? So, and that's why I'm chipping a few things inside. Now, some women are lucky to get men that provide everything 100%. That's good. Do you understand? We're not saying that's not right. Do you understand? If he can give you a good quality of life and your children, and then doesn't want a dime from you, that's no problem. We're not saying by force you have to put money. No, that's not what we're saying. Please, ladies. All right, what we're saying is that when you can see that there's a need, there's a gap that needs to be breached, yeah, and you know that gap is something that could improve the standard of living and the future of you or your children, please, let's try to contribute. Let's help these men out, yeah? Let's help them out.
Show some empathy. Be kind. Realize that this person you're dealing with is a human being, for crying out loud. They put out sweat and emotions to assist you. They bring you over here. The least you can do is to be loyal and show that you know what, you care and you're interested in their own growth as well. Don't just make and then you pretend that you love these men. They bring you over and then you want to take them for everything they have.
Let me give you gist.
That's evil.
Let me give you real life gist. I think it was Samolu that even told this story on our channel a few weeks ago. He was giving an example of a lady, I think a lady and a man that he was trying to balance some argument on some things that were debating on the live show. And he had said that this is in the UK, right? The man brought this lady obviously from Nigeria. I don't know if they have kids. I don't remember. I don't know if they have kids, but yes, they have kids. That's why the woman is stay at home, right? So he works 2 jobs so that she can be able to at least take care of the home front while he's also providing the whole financially and all that. So you finish from job 1, come back, rest for some time, straight to job 2. Not knowing that, and all the finances, everything pointing to his family and all those stuff, his own nuclear family. Not knowing that his wife got a job because the man works long hours every day. When the man is not at home, he's working, and the children are probably not around, she will go and work for those number of hours, and she sends the money home to her mother, and currently building a house in Nigeria without the knowledge of her husband. Tell me if that woman is not a narcissistic.
Yeah, that's evil.
And for them, they will give the excuse that they know they build with man. Oh, really?
No, wait.
You know they build with for one man to build with you.
Yeah,
Now, this one is, you know how do you know what it is to work long
No,
hours?
no. The
And
thing is that
not the woman also I'm coming, Dr. Timothy. The
yeah.
woman also this one will shock me. She doesn't provide the money. She know the man doesn't know she's working. He doesn't know that she has a bank account where the money is going to. She doesn't contribute financially a dime. You know, so obviously that's why this man has to work and everything. But he has appreciated of the fact that that I mean she's at home and all this. So this is a case where you have a good man, and the woman is doing this to her husband, and you think that if that man finds out, he no go die of heart attack.
Of course,
No, this
if
is
that kind
painful.
man take extreme measures, when you not get control over emotions, guess what?
This is painful.
Women, supporters, women will come out, they cry, oh, evil man. But we don't know what's happen. I'm not saying and I'm not encouraging any type of violence. But put yourself in that man's shoes. Is that man your enemy? Is that man someone that can kill you at night time?
Now, let me quickly say this, yeah. For some people, because I notice some people come back to watch videos and they don't, you know, I'm not taking a piece at us, but so we can balance things. What common sense sisters are saying is that we are not saying you must build with a man, please. Now, if you've got your own job, you know this man does 2 jobs, yeah? It is very difficult, stressful on him. It takes a toll on his health. He doesn't even get to see his family. And then you know you can actually work. Why wouldn't you say, okay, my lovely, could you just stay back so we can have more time together and then you can have time with your kids? You don't do that. So you can contribute that extra. Yeah, you understand? And then you think that you going back home to build means that mantra of I don't want to build with a man. No, you're bloody selfish and you're evil. Yeah. So what you should have done is you should have built up yourself, get a good job, hustle, give your family what is due. And then whatever is left, you can build your stuff. You understand? I'm not too much of a advocate of joint account and all that. I just feel it's just a bit too complex and has a lot of issues. But it's sincerity, love, honesty. How can you allow the man to do this bloody 2-hour, 2 shift jobs or whatever? What do they call it? And then you go and do your jobs, and then you send the money to build houses for yourself.
And the man doesn't even know she's working.
How evil can you
be evil? What are you building? Who are you building for? It doesn't make sense. So when you go in, imagine that. So that's the mindset. People marry selfishly. You go into marriage thinking of just yourself.
Exactly.
You don't care about the man. You don't care that he has put out a lot. He has put out his energy, his emotions, his finances to ensure that the family is stable. You come in with a selfish mindset to take advantage of that man and wreck him. And then you think that, because the man doesn't talk, right? Men don't complain the way women complain. You now come out when something small need will prick you. You come they shout. Everybody, to be honest, me personally, I call women out. I don't have time. I have brothers. I have brothers and I have sisters and I have relatives. I have seen things happen. We women, some of us are evil and selfish. We don't love the person, but we will lie and pretend because of what we think we want to gain from the person. After you have wrecked the person and run them down, ruin them for other women, because just as there are men who ruin women, there are women who ruin men. After you have ruined him for other women, he now starts seeing every woman as an enemy.
Exactly.
You will not go and think that your life is going to be all right. There's no way it can be all right
at all. And another thing,
because
some women would be like,
as a lady who has brothers, I would not want that to happen to any of my brothers. Though I will not. I go any woman when I go drag down from here to thy kingdom. You can't try that with my brother. No, it's true because
wait, just hold up on that dragging for once. Some other women, Jonas, I've heard some women would be like, when we were in Nigeria, he was always cheating. He treated me bad and all that. But you stayed, right? You stayed in that marriage. You stayed in that union. Because if you come here and you keep doing the same evil and meting it out to that person, it affects your children. That's what you don't know. You make that man work like a even dogs they don't work that hard, you make that person work that much, and then it will affect. You think it's not affecting your children? Instead of the man to have time to spend with his kids, he's busy doing 2 shifts, and you think that you pay him back. I don't know. So please, women, I know if you think that this man has really done you dirty back in Nigeria, and now you're in diaspora where you've got not much power. It's about communication. Tell the man, all that bullshit you were doing to me, now we have to start on a new slate. All these things you cannot do anymore. Do you understand? Talk about your rights, but please, let's be sincere, because if you have a family, you have children, they will be affected. Do you understand? So I just wanted to bring that in, because I've heard some women say, when we were in Nigeria, he did me dirty and all that. But if you want to keep doing tit for tat,
have you ever asked them what the dirty is? Let them define dirty, Timothy. Sometimes you have to ask deeper. Define the dirty. And by the time you dissect into the root cause of the issue, you go not saying that sometimes two they make them dirty. Sometimes
exactly it takes two to tango, man.
Apart from the fact we're not endorsing abuse in this case. Right?
No, not even abuse. I'm not even talking abuse. I meant no, DVs and no.
And declare that this is devoid of. Apart from abuse, we're not talking about abuse and all that. But like sometimes then you want to do it. So it's of you to, like you said, communicate and say, okay, my dear, or more we gotta start on a new slate too. New country, new us. I will go feel involved.
Yes. This tit for tat game is not
get the habit of
children suffer.
Because they don't get the habit of communicating with their spouses, right? When they reach it, they can't see as other people they do their thing. They automatically just impose them on top of each other.
Thank
That's
you.
the proper way to do it. If you see that not the way, you will call that, you say, if you like say here different too. That's what they do for us. I'm not just saying you go work for you. Make we arrange this talk, make we talk, and because me, I don't feel say I don't go feel they accept this you're cheating anymore. Within Nigeria that time, I don't
in the building.
Say that, you understand? But no, they will not
when I enjoy life, not life too sweet. The worst place to be in your life is to be in a home that you are not happy. It is better you have joy, even if you are single, than like me. I can't spend the night in a house that I'm not happy. I can't pretend about it. I'm telling you the truth. A night, I said I can't spend a night. I didn't say I will spend 1 week. A night, just for me to close my eyes and know that I'm not happy, or I'm not secured, or I'm not pleased with the person by my side. I can't. This Obodo Yibo matter, this marriage matter is a very serious issue.
It is,
Just to add to what okay, thank you very much. Just to add to what you guys have been saying. I don't want us to put it like only women. It's both ways, to be honest. This problem starts when one party now think you can outsmart the other party. That is just the problem.
Word.
If both of you agree together and there's no inner fraud in one person, and there's no inner fraud in one person's mind or heart, I can tell you for free that whether you don't have, that marriage, that union will be sweet and interesting. I have a friend who married even a close girlfriend back in Nigeria years back. When he came to the US here, he went to bring that girl. She was everything. He loved this girl, waited for this girl. Was he where selfishness started from? The girl, when she came, she wasn't working, which is normal. But at the end of the day, when the girl started working, she became selfish. You see this kind of thing. She became selfish. What kind of selfishness am I talking about? She wants to use the money she's working just on her own to do to her family side without her immediate family. See, I almost married a girl years back when I was in Ireland. But only one reason made me not to marry that girl. And it was a very serious reason. At that time, I noticed this girl, for emphasis, I don't want to flag this video. This girl, because we are not, all not equal. This girl was brought into that country by her elder sister to do those useless things. But at the end of the day,
They do runs.
yeah. So at the end of this day, at the end of the day, these girls seek the asylum first at entrance, and they even put her in school in Dublin and everything. And that was where I now finally met this girl through the guy that cut my hair. Just like, bros, I too like you. I get one small girl. So it just brought the girl. The girl was okay. Everything was okay. Fast forward. I went to Nigeria that time. That time I was just managing one small thing I was struggling to do. Then the mom visited me. Then I did. Guess what the mom told this girl? This girl called me and said, because of what the mom saw, the mom told the other sister something she saw about me, and the other sister said, as your boyfriend they do for Nigeria, you know what make you do your own like that? You don't want to get your own. Then I asked her one question. Even if we are dating now, whatever I have, because that's what I told the mom, am I going to pay and leave it for myself? Is it not still for me and my children? So what are they trying to say? They are trying to tell her that even if you want to go and, instead of you to marry this guy and not go and do the wrong thing, why don't you do runs and struggle to be building the 2-bedroom apartment this man is struggling to build? You know what I'm trying to say? Competition has started like that.
Wow.
So how can I marry? It's the truth, because that's what the senior star called and said. Monsi tell me, say, this your boyfriend. If you want to go this small place, they manage 1 bedroom where they try to build. You know, go build your own. Can you just imagine? And this is a girl that just came. I've been in the abroad for how many years? This girl just came in like this. So, and I told the guy, I said, so what are you going to do? The sister called me on the phone when the thing became hot and said, my brother, I beg you, how many people? I just asked you come Dublin. He didn't know my parents don't have money. It was management. Story for another day that made me to come abroad to study management. The next thing, he said, our family, they know they go abroad, go school. As we just here say you come school from there, come begin the work for a year. I beg, all I know be say this girl now 60,000 pounds I take carry on, maybe euro, because then Dublin use euro. 60,000 euro. That is 60,000 euro she used to bring the sister. That if you give me my 60,000 euro today, anything you want to can do. Now you know.
For his sister.
I say, sister, both you and your sister and your mama, all of una, make una look for the 60,000 euro for somewhere else. I mean, I don't police people. I don't. Once I look back for posterity's sake, I don't look at where they are tomorrow or whatever. I don't even care. Just last year, that same Baba, that's why I mentioned that Baba, became very close to me. So I've been following me on social media and other platforms. For whatever reason, he mentioned this thing, how many years ago? He mentioned that girl, like, I saw this girl so place. I said, oh, really? I said, good. I said, that's good. I said, that girl go don't hold now. He said, she. So what am I trying to tell you?
You never see get 60,000.
So I beg, wait, Bio, you not just feed the story this story like say you know go comment with your wine, drink wine first. So you mean
you never see get 60,000 euros.
Where the woman they use the vaga. You know
when we know say the Europe never be like that. You came into a country that the government took you, brought you to school for free, gave you the right documentation and everything. And at the end of the day, you met a guy that is still just managing. You know what I mean? You know, the sky is your limit. Because at the end of the day, if we marry, You have kid for me or whatever. It's not me and you. Am I taking anything? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But why I'm sharing this is that this is exactly what's happening in my friend's marriage today. For instance, something like this. The moment she came abroad, the family or whoever put it on the wife's head. I'm not saying don't get me wrong. But once people start putting something behind you and then,
entitlement spirit, so once
you
you
know,
just hear and wrong,
mhm,
entitlement spirit, they come as complimentary insult. They go come like
right,
this.
right.
I go say, oh, Mopio, you be chairman, oh, you have to provide for this side, oh, more. They go
Now,
just
so
the ring up for your
I
head, they
get
rise, they rise,
me
they
what they
rise.
manage.
Dear Timber and Caliber. Ogabio, can I just quickly say something? I just
Go
read the
ahead,
comment
please.
section and you said something very,
Mhm,
very close to my heart, yeah? You know, you mentioned about a colleague, a friend that you had who are doctors in the US. Now,
mhm,
guys, let me tell you, that thing is a pandemic, especially with people like us that are married to doctors,
mhm,
and then we want to move over. It's
mhm,
it can be quite challenging,
mhm,
getting the exams, all the certifications, and all that.
mhm.
So what I've said, like I just like what I said before, like you have to work together. You have to understand each other's weaknesses and strengths, yeah.
Right. Mhm,
And this really hit home to me, yeah. And one thing my husband will always, oh babe, you are the book one, so you do first. He was smart enough to identify that, yeah. And he will say, babe, now you
Man
will
of
be book one.
timber and caliber.
Exactly. So he
That's
he
right,
he
clap.
he, he said it. He said, my husband, he's a bit better when it comes to skills.
Mhm,
He would do many surgeries back in Nigeria because we did family medicine training back in Nigeria.
mhm.
He could do like 10 surgeries in a day. He won't be tired. But of course, me, I
One
carry,
that they
because
come
I had
and
to get
beg,
back, but I
Canada
try.
beg.
So if I stand too long, I never really loved the theaters. So, but I loved more of pediatrics. He was an ONG guy and he was very good. My husband is that kind of person. Like, if you had, when I had my two boys, he was the one that ruptured my memory. He's someone that I could, give my life to and say, yeah, operate on me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's a blessing, oh, Dr.
Yeah.
They
So
find family doctor for
That's
Canada,
a
but when una dey
blessing,
live.
don't
oh.
worry, we'll be coming soon. Yeah. So, but what I wanted to say is that, but when it comes to read, the book, academics, all that, yeah, I'm a bit ahead. Do you understand? So
Mhm, mhm.
it's not about a better pursuit. No. It's an understanding to say, okay, babe, you know what, you do like
Can
books, or
carry go,
say
make
you
go
do
for
That's it.
first. Do you
America.
understand? So the way we planned it was that I would do, and then I would chase, get all the materials, get all the information. I was very good at that, getting everything together, and then I'll say, babe, and he also would listen to me and say, I'll draw out the strategy, the plan, and I'll say, babe, they read. He's that kind of, and I wouldn't push him too much. It would just be like, push a little bit, but the Nigerian man go see come inside, and you go relax. It's about being smart, yeah.
Right.
And then you plan with them, because I had another friend whose husband, had problems, and I told babe, you have to help him. Say, hey, she
Mhm,
cannot stress. I said, come, you have to. You cannot say you don't have time here, you're busy and all that. Yeah,
mhm.
because your happiness is his happiness, and his happiness
Yes.
is your happiness. A Nigerian man who trained as a doctor, he's not
Mhm.
going to be ever normal, not working
Right.
as a doctor outside. Let's forget it. Whereas
Right.
we want to see, yeah, Johnson. So that thing Bill said, that thing that you just put, how many
Mhm.
families that thing don't scatter?
Yes.
Do you know how many
Very
families
true.
that thing don't scatter? So I will just tell people and say, come, it's about understanding, right? And
That's
then
the key
yeah,
point.
I
That's
don't
the
want
key
babe.
point.
Yeah, babe. At some point, I say, babe, don't worry, just leave your job. Yeah, leave that job. Don't worry,
The
I'm
key
here.
point.
You guys come. You're the type that needs time. You can't do all this. Not like me that can do like 10 things at a time. Face it, I'm sure, babe, if you do
Mhm.
it, you'll be fine. And
Fine.
we arrange together, and then and he passes the exam in flying colors. Do you understand? You see, so that's the thing, and I always tell people, it's about your mindset. Nobody's perfect.
Mhm.
You make sacrifices,
Yeah, very
but you
true.
have to work together. And
Work
when you see
together.
people with good marriages, you think, hey, they're
Don't
we
mind
work.
them. That is
No,
a
That's the key
prayer
point.
point. So I tap into your blessing
In
and your
fact,
marriage. They are
my,
rotten
my
teeth.
dear.
okay, thank
Thank you.
you very much for that. Because again, even though you explain in the medical field or something like that, the key point here is understanding together what work for us as a team. Do you know that in this country you can have maybe a woman? I'm not trying to say you are sending a woman to go and work. Maybe your wife is more intelligent as a data analyst, and you see that they are paying data analysts higher than what you do, or something like that. You know, you can cut off your time if you want to do it. Then you'll be taking care of baby too more. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
Yeah,
But
but
the
do I
stupid Nigerian
understand that?
man will
But
say no.
Nigerian man cannot take care of baby for too long.
He'll say, make on the control things.
You know, to switch their mind. You know, you can do it for a while, which is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, working together to ensure. You know, you can look at the man. Like I had
right,
someone, a friend. I was saying, "Hey, this man, he's not this. He wouldn't do it." I said, "Hey, you need to help him do it now." Say,
right.
"Hey, tell me, what do you think?" I said, "No, I'm not saying you should spoon feed, but sometimes, yeah, help him. He's your
Mhm.
husband. Help him. You know that." But you said that if you collect the form, if you do this, he will do. He'll be able to study. Yeah, and you will collect the form now. You do the paperwork. Yeah. I said, she's stressed. I said, yeah, but you've got that nature. You can cope with that. Do it. That's why you guys complement each other. So I
Right.
just wanted to put this out there so that people don't think that, oh, she's just building
No,
castles in the air.
no.
You know, it is what it is, yeah. But it is very workable. And that's why I love my ladies, Omoye and all that. They don't want to settle for less. And trust me, you girls, you're going to be good spouses. And by God's grace, you'll get a good one by God's grace, yeah? Don't
No
worry.
doubt.
I'm rooting for you.
No life detected.
We
Dr.
catch the blessings. We catch the
You
blessings.
Thanks,
finish
okay.
work.
All right, guys. Let me
so much.
go back. Let me
Wait,
go back to
Obio,
the
where you dey go
backstage
now? Obio, where you dey
so
go?
that
Make I dey
so
run,
that I feel
Work dey
the
too.
shine small because right now I don't put small tip on fire now. Where I want
Wow.
Arrange.
Good
where
man.
I want arrange. You see
Abeg,
how
wetin you dey cook?
So,
If you cook small, and small
mm,
gist just enter you, may you just call in again now. You hear Bio?
no shaking, no shaking. All right, yeah.
Yes, so
All right, my
Dr.
lovelies.
Timothy, God will
You
bless
too.
you.
You're
Honestly.
welcome. Let
You
me go
don't
to the
talk all the
backstage
matter
and prepare.
finish.
Dr.
Go
Timothy,
work.
you don't go migrate, come Canada, make we see family doctor.
Now small.
When
Yeah,
your
actually
husband
I've taken the
migrate,
exam.
after na don
Common
stay
sense is
Canada.
test. Yeah, I took the exam. I've passed the exam, so I just want to get my
Congratulations.
British passport. Yeah, with my
Omo,
kids
you
and
serious about
husband.
this
Congratulations,
thing?
Timothy.
Dr. Timothy,
Hi,
you
I'm so
serious?
happy
Make
for
I ask
you.
for
Wait,
favor.
wait. Dr. Timothy, you serious about this thing? I be they pull our
I
leg.
passed. I did the exam last year.
Congratulations.
I passed.
Hey!
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It's a 7.5 hour exam.
Congratulations.
MCQ.
No!
Yeah.
Sorry, stop.
Abeg, clap for Dr.
I dey
Timothy.
clap,
Clap,
oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
abeg. Make una throw roses for comment section.
So
Dr.
I'm
Timothy
looking
don
at
have a doctor for
2024. Yeah.
Canada. Abeg, una congratulate am.
Ah, I bet make sure say na Toronto, not be just the full Canada.
I kind of like
Oh,
common sense with that. Don't worry.
Dr. Timothy,
Once I
abeg,
land
before you
I'll
go,
come and meet you guys first.
no come.
But I'm
Hey,
looking at Alberta. Alberta,
Hey.
they're taxing.
Oh God!
You know, I like money now.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my
Yeah,
God!
Toronto is fine too. I could is it not
The reason
that
why we're asking
Mississauga is
about
not
this
far now.
Toronto, okay,
Is
depends on where you
Mississauga
want to
close
go.
to you guys?
Yes,
Mississauga.
Mississauga is close. The reason why we're begging, the reason why we did beg you and your husband to consider this side, because in this place, even after you stayed for some time as a doctor, at least you can open your private practice.
I've got no babes.
And-
Don't worry, I've got plans. I'm
we don't
thinking,
get plenty Nigerians when they
don't worry,
do
we'll
private
come.
practice for
I'm
years. We
thinking
get
of doing
Indians
some
when get
economic stuff in the future. I'll link up with Omoye. You know, I want to do something a bit off of medicine. Yeah, we'll do medicine, but maybe a bit off. I'm thinking of doing a program online in Florida.
Awesome.
I want to do like this health economics. Yeah, but I'm hoping, bro, I want to start maybe 2024 once I move to. Yeah, so I've got that my like 5-10 year plan. Yeah.
How much is
I bet
there?
it's
Doctor
expensive.
T, I bet it's colder.
I bet
That
that's
will
colder.
change your mind.
And yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got a friend. He's also saying I should come to Greater Ontario.
GTA, Greater
area.
Because
Ontario,
GTA,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
more money.
yeah.
There's more money. Yeah,
and it's
actually.
diverse.
Babes, forget it. So that money now, those kind of trenches, they make money. Or trenches find
really?
every money pass. Yeah, but you
Okay.
have to look at family. Your
Oh, yeah, you have
kids.
to- yeah,
And all
your
that
kids.
schools and all that.
Oh,
So
you're right.
yeah, don't worry. Well, once I land, I go holla on that.
Where we go see at
Wow.
least we all go better.
We
go
go know.
better. We go say, okay, we know person go better.
It's good. Go to
It's good.
better.
Go to better. We go meet you for better. It's good.
Richmond,
family.
is it those apart from Edmonton and then that other place, Calgary? Yeah.
Calgary.
Yeah, I get lots of friends
And
there.
Alberta
In
is
fact,
very
I've got lots of friends that have come from Canada to come and do training here in the UK. Because he gets on pathway, you know this life, and make person
It's
no
not
road,
easy.
follow people with no road, yeah.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so, yeah. All right, my ladies, it's been
Next,
lovely.
should not live on our bed. Una dey will be queen, please.
I don't know. Make una manage Eliza. Eliza they shop every day. Waiting.
Eliza dey shop for this.
They shop us for here too. See, everything don't cost.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations,
Thanks, ladies.
honestly, I'm so proud of you. Well done. Well done. You know,
Thanks, my
easy.
sisters. Thanks, my
Congratulations
sisters.
to you. I beg more good news. Now we go hear from each other.
Yeah, amen. And you girls, yeah, I'm rooting for you girls. Yeah, you're doing great.
You.
Don't let anyone put you down. You know, some of those men, they will try to use that easy cheating. Never making that marry. It's a lie. If you have to wait to get a good person, yeah, we're not saying everybody you're looking for a perfect person, but someone you can work with.
Forget all those things.
I don't think I don't sign. Come on.
Let Dr. Trinity finish now. Come on,
I know, leave there. I did enjoy myself.
You don't know who to hear now.
Okay, maybe no, yeah, Dr. Timothy, sorry, please motivate.
You don't know who to hear for here now.
We know why we dey talk. Look, Neka comment now. She just come as Dr. Timothy. They motivate. Neka says, "Come on, says Tana no good." Neka they not go know na the team on one wish Dr. Timothy come here.
All right, my lovelies. Let me run, yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Timothy. Really appreciate you.
Thank you, my lovelies.
Love you to your family. Oh.
Yeah, and good job. My oh my, yeah. Don't worry. You two will be pulling crowd. You know, occasionally do some live videos, yeah, because I feel people, you know, when people talk, you know, tend to bring more people.
Right.
This chat, so some of the things we've said will resonate with some people, and like that they will still stay. I know they always say live chats don't bring money, but it kind of brings people. Yeah.
I actually enjoy the live chat because it gives me opportunities to have verbal conversations with people. I'm a conversational person, so I actually enjoy it. I don't care so much about it not bringing the money or whatever right away. I'm cool just having these conversations. I'm learning so much just by hearing everybody talk and chime in. So this is it for me. So I'll do more of it, and it will be mostly weekends for me.
Yeah. So yeah. So you know, I know it's not the major thing, but I think it draws people and it keeps some loyalists in the channel. Do you understand?
Right. This is true.
Yeah, it gives some, you know, you kind of just say, oh, I'm part of this family, you know. So good job, my dear. Good job, lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Good night.
Thank you for the encouragement. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, then. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
You know, yeah, interaction is very important, Bio. You're correct there. I love interacting. So for me, this is my interaction. You know, before now, all of us will go out, you go party, you go hang out, or you go visit. But this one, our social media now. Anybody when want to interact now, if you don't interact with me online, sorry, or you're. So this is my interaction. I love to interact with people. So I really enjoy. This is my thing. I'm finding out that this is really my thing. So I really love interacting. You know, everybody don't talk and see. The truth be say, woman get you for hand, man get you for hand. Nobody holy pass. But make we they call each other out. If you two do pass yourself, we go call you out. I know there anybody's side though. I know I did neutral for the game because why? I have brothers, I have sisters, I have friends too. Okay, so if you do anyhow, we will call you out. If you do correct, we go thank you for doing correct. Everybody needs to be on learning. If you don't like a man, don't pretend. And men too should open their eyes. And if someone is pretending, don't marry them. And what I will advise some men to do is that marry someone that will challenge you. You see this Nigerian mentality of marrying, because you want to have full control over a human being. You are doing yourself a great disservice, because your potential will not be realized if you marry someone that does not challenge you. Everything is yes that you say. There's a problem. If you don't marry someone, both men and women should marry women and people who challenge them, because that's how you can accomplish your goals in life and have visions for your life. There is no human being that does not have a vision. But if you are incorrectly paired, that vision will not even come up. It will not exist. You will just be living a mundane life, a life that is less than zero. And you'll be unfulfilled in your life, and you start doing things that you ought not to be doing because there's a vision that you ought to carry out that you're not carrying out. Marry a woman that challenges you, that will want to make you a better man. And as a man, as a woman, marry a man that challenges you, a man that will want to make you better than you are. If you're not challenging each other, of what use is the union? Temi T just came to share now. She's a medical doctor, for crying out loud. Both of them, she and her husband, understand each other's weaknesses and strengths. This is very important. Understand each other's weaknesses and strengths.
Mhm.
If you know that your woman is strong in an area, encourage her, even if it means she's the first to achieve financially or whatever, right? It's okay, let her achieve. That does not mean that you're weak. That just means that you're allowing her to harness her strength. The same way, you have your own area of strength. Focus on that area and let the woman help you polish that area. After all, it's a partnership. You're building, just don't think of, it's just I'm growing a family, it's me and my family alone. No, you're growing a community that will turn into a nation. You are having children. Your children will have children. The values you pass into your children is what they're going to run with. There are core things that children need to have. If you as a parent you don't have the right ideas, you don't have the right principles to put, a good name is better than silver and gold. You can have all the money in the world and will them to your children. If the children are imbeciles, they will wreck the money, wreck everything. There'll be nothing left. Teach them values, teach them how to make their own money. Teach them how to fend for themselves. That's the greatest gift that you can give to any human being. Don't just think in terms of, I don't want a woman that's going to talk back at me. Nigerian men, marry a woman who will challenge you. She's not going to be rude to you, but she should be able to say, my husband, this thing that we are planning to do, me, I'm thinking, with respect on both sides. With respect on both sides. Nobody pass. No one knows it all. We're all learning. We are all learning from each other. We are all better off when we learn. Do you understand? So let's borrow ourselves sense. Let's be commonsensical in everything that we do. We have common sense sisters on the line. There's a lot of knowledge that is coming to us. Let's take it and harness and be the best version of ourselves. Would it not, how beautiful will it be if you have a union that is healthy?
Yeah.
That
Generation.
you can run and, drive a vision. You can literally change your community with your vision. So imagine if we have healthy men and women in a society as Nigerians. Do you know what we can do? We will transform not just Nigeria, we will transform Africa, because every other African will be involved in our growth. So there's no need. You must, if you're working, if you have a job, just like Bio said, that's absolutely correct. You're not going to take a job that's not going to challenge you.
Yeah.
Not to talk of a partner. That you just be saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma, yes, ma. What value is that?
Nothing.
You're going to get bored. That's what's going to make you look outside. Because you marry the one that you can use as a slave and go and marry most of the men who cheat. Have you guys noticed? They cheat with women that already have it figured out, that are making money, that are standing on their own. Have you guys noticed? The women that they cheat with are accomplished women. But the women they put in their homes are women that are maybe they are at their beck and call. You marry a woman that is at your beck and call, but you go outside and cheat with a woman that's already accomplished. Make it make sense.
That makes sense. Man.
Make it make sense. Meanwhile, you can get everything in a woman. We have to start with, this is a very important thing. We need to start breathing life into our societies. We cannot just afford to just fold our hands. And just be saying, my husband say, my husband say, my wife say, my wife say. Be fools for each other. You don't have to be fools to the world, but be fools with each other. You should be able to call each other out. If your husband mess for your front, you say, honey, now you mess that kind of mess. What do you chop? You understand what I'm saying? Even though that's what the excuse I'm using, but the example I'm using, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. We need to do better for our own sake, for our own sanity, for our own future. Let's stop buying into this whole thing of living for today alone. There's tomorrow coming, tomorrow call. What are we going to do? Look at the mess that we're in. The work that we need to do is immense. We can't sit and fold our hands and think that things are just going to fix themselves. They will not fix themselves. They will not fix themselves. Exactly, Bio. It is a shame. If any man sees you as a woman like na house girl, it go be. She's not going to say anything. I have heard men say it though. I've heard men literally say, I beg. The woman when I want my woman when anything when I say, even if I cheat, you don't mind. I've heard men say it. And the women that allow it, I blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame the men for saying it. I blame the women who accept it, because it is what you accept that you will take. If you don't accept it, but you will not take it. Somebody cannot come and meet me now and say, I want a woman. How you wanted one? You're not going to change. You're not going to seal my mouth shut. You have to learn what you value as a human being. Would you like for someone to walk all over you just in the name because you want to be married? You want to lose your self-respect completely because you feel that, oh, you know what? If I'm quiet, I will get everything I need. But everything you need, you can provide for yourself. You don't need a man for that. Even if na burger you dey flip, na your money. Even na $7.50, it is your money. You can build from anything. The only thing you owe anybody is love. That's the basic thing that you owe. Just like Dr. Temiti said, if you meet someone who's willing, if you marry someone who's willing to do all the work, that's fantastic for you. And you also have a voice in your home. Fantastic. Wonderful. There are men like that. But if you cannot compare situations, if you're the type that you and your husband, you are building together, whatever level that both of you are, maybe you are higher than him, maybe he's higher than you. There's no envy in it. It is all for one name. It's coming to one purse. Not necessarily having the same account, but you're building for the better. You're also creating good examples for your children. And you're building healthy. I grew up in a home, my dad was not rich. He didn't have much money. The man was a civil servant. How much do they pay civil servants? But the man had farms. There was no food that was not in my house. There was no food. There were people in the north. My dad had a brother that was in the north. They used to send us apples. We were jollophing because the man had a farm in the north. We were rich in food, not in money. But there were values that were instilled that I can tell you categorically is what has made me who I am. Part of the reason why I am who I am today. Let's learn to instill the right values. It's not all about money. Money is an illusion. It can disappear. Money can grow wings and fly away. but your core of who you are remains. The core of who you are remains. Make we dey tell each other truth, oh. Make we dey tell women, if you know so you don't love man, no marry him, not be by force. Leave him alone, for crying out loud. All this manipulation going on, people are going to manipulate, going to Babalawo to go and make sure this man marries them. This one, you are doing yourself. At the end of the day, it backfires. A seat that is not your own will burn you when you sit on it. You will never have joy. It's not a curse. It's just what you have used your hand to bring upon yourself. You don't think you are fast. You are not fast. You're just stupid. You're foolish reverse. You don't know. You know, as a man, do better. We Nigerian men need to be, we have so much potential. We can literally transform the world that we are in. We can. We have the power. It's in our hands. Nobody can take that away from us. We choose to let go. Election is coming up. How many people in Nigeria have their PVC? Who are the leaders you are voting in? You cannot say I'm helpless. Oh, it's all the people can transform. They can say, no, we are tired. Sri Lanka did it. They ran their leaders out of the country because of corruption. We do better. When we do better, we need to be better. We need to be visionaries. We need visionary leaders. People that are not afraid to speak the truth. People who are not afraid to call each other out. It will not kill us. It will make us better. Now, man went good. Now me they find. I know they find man when be say, I know they find. I'm not looking. Let me reframe that. I know they look. I'm on my own. I'm living my life. I'm jollificating. If you meet me, meet me. If you don't meet me, no wahala. It's not by force. It's not do or die. Enjoy your life. Live your life. Do your thing. Everything that is yours will come to you. The best things in life are free. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to fight for it. It comes to you. If you're fighting for it, it's already a sign that you shouldn't be there. We have smart women, but their brain, they don't use and cook for kitchen. Raise 7 children, 10. Some of them just they bomb, when they not fit take care of the children. You know? I mean, I don't know. Okay, thank you so much, Common Sense Sisters.
Message you for the private chat.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah? Thank you.
We really enjoyed the live show. We're glad to have been able to catch in today at least.
I'm glad that everybody caught in. Even me, I'm so glad I do, because I was hesitant. I was like, should I? Do I want to? Do I not want to? But I'm glad I did. But I'm gonna leave it here for now as well, because I didn't anticipate 3.5 hours. But we already.
Don't even reach. Wow.
Yeah, now be waiting up when you drop link. Now ask for link because I want to gist. Yeah, thank you so much. I said that's what happens when there's like gist and like people are able to, when you drop the link, when we had requested that you should please drop the link so that we'll all gist.
Yeah.
Usually the time will be running, but then the wisdom that flows from it sometimes is like it's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. But thank you all so much for joining me. Common Sense Sisters, you guys are the best. I have special love for you people.
We appreciate you, Maria. We appreciate you. Yes, we appreciate you. Keep up the great work.
Much.
Keep up the great work that you are doing. And since you started this village meeting, it's a great something that you've started, because it's not like virtual village meeting. Town square. Yeah. So it's so much fun. And keep up the great work. And anytime you doubt yourself whether you should do a live or not, just do it. Just do it.
Okay.
Once you have the time, you feel it.
Even when the doubts come, now that time self, you could just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, just do it. And you never know their lives that you're already impacting.
Right.
And people will always be there forever and ever.
The silent watchers too. So some people that might not even be
typing
them,
but they are listening to you, or like listening to you, just the same way you like listen to people's live shows, even when you're not typing. Contributing. So well done, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thanks to everybody in the chat. Hope so. I don't like and subscribe and share the video. Normal things where you're supposed to know by now. Next, what do? You contribute to it. What can you contribute? The freedom of likeness, freedom of subscribing, freedom of sharing. If you see good things, share and not be so bad news they go to forward for WhatsApp. Sometimes, most times, forward good things.
That's very true. Una don't hear common sense, sisters. Oh, I beg, we could do the needful. Thank you very, very much. Marion, enjoy your tennis tonight, oh, and let us know.
Yes,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Temiti, Bio, Cool Mama, Neka raised to power 2, and Neka. All of una do well, oh. Thank you so much. Adeyemi, all of you, thank you. All right, guys.
Take care. Happy holidays. Bye.
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 Bye.